We live, let's get it.
Step in the zone, yeah, the broadcast is on. Drifty TV, we go dust to the dawn. Gaming reviews, yeah, we catching the drift. Dropping the text that give us on the shift. Gunners are bottling tears in my eyes. I'm eating the donut and Cinnabon prize. Sugar cube energy, t-shirt and snow. Minus 10 degrees, but I'm ready to go. Game week is done, the preview is set. Anfield royalty, never forget. Sadio Mane, the king on the wing. Davo Gorigi making us sing. Nunes the chaos, we backing the boy. Liverpool winning, bringing the joy. KOP-ISH the roots, but I built my own throne. Drifty TV, yeah, we never alone. Get in the chat.
Yes, people, big up yourselves each and every time. Welcome back to Drifty TV. Welcome back to the World Cup panel show. And welcome to another edition of Let's Try Our Best to Keep Jamie in a good mood today. No, big up everyone, man. If anyone doesn't know, this is the week of pure positivity from Jay. No outrageousness. It's gonna be funny when we actually do vibes with KOP-ISH though, Bob, because to do that show is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very
I can do it, don't worry.
So nobody try and bait Jay. It's all good vibes.
Ends already tried. Big up Ends.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're missing Dean, but he's all good, he's all blessed, and he will be back for next week. Big up Dean. Every time I got Ends, Fozzie, T, and Jamie, the other regulars, with me for this one. How we doing, boys? Everyone good? Everyone blessed?
All good, man. All good.
All good. Can't complain.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get into this, man. We will touch on some Liverpool stuff just to end up the show because we do have too much Liverpool stuff going on to not talk about it with the Liverpool boys. But we're gonna obviously start with the World Cup. We're gonna start with the quarterfinals. When we were talking last week, there was a few ifs, buts. Could it be, could not? I don't think anything went any other way than we thought it would. From what I remember, I think we got all the teams that we thought we would. T, I'm going to start with you, bro, because I know you must be chomping at the bit to talk about England, to talk about a certain individual. Talk to me, bro. England through semi-final. What are you saying, bro? That was a victory drink.
Yeah. Listen, you know what? I mean, it wasn't really the best performance, but again, as I keep saying, like a broken vinyl, it's about moments, and you know, we like to do things the hard way. I mean, yes, there were some sticky moments. You know, John Stones didn't listen. You know, again, you know, as a kind of collective performance, it wasn't great. But wax lyrical about Jude. I've got really nothing more to say, man. I mean, I don't want to sound boring, but you know, I just want to say the World Cup could end now, and I think he's the player of the tournament. I think when I actually think about what Jude and what England actually, it's not even just Jude, but you know what the kind of England squad has kind of given the nation and kind of given me is hope, is you know is that realism that we can win this competition. I think Jude is in my lifetime is probably the best England player that's kind of ever wore the England shirt, and like we all know.
Jesus,
listen.
I know you're happy, bro.
No, wait, you know, bro. You know what I mean?
All right, now go. Finish the monologue.
You know what? Like we all know. I mean, see, Enz is wearing the England shirt, and he knows how heavy it is. It's a heavy shirt. It's a heavy shirt. You know, the media scrutiny. What like us fans want from each and every individual when it comes to these major tournaments. We have spoken openly about, you know, players from yesteryear, Shearers, the Sheringhams, the Owens, the Rooneys, the Beckhams, Lamp. Like when we kind of come to tournament football, I don't think there's been any player that's really took the kind of baton and said, "This is my tournament," apart from Jude. And again, it's got that kind of swagger of a Cantona. He kind of has, you know, that kind of drive of a Gerrard. He has those those are just amazing moments, and again, like, he doesn't shy away from anything, and we have to be real here. Semi-finals, rightly so, and again, exactly what I said before, it's only France, that I believe has a better starting 11. But when you kind of come to moments, and literally when you kind of come to players who like you would want in a final, Jude Bellingham has to be one of the first names on the team sheet. But again, it was a great win. And what kind of makes this even more sweeter is that we know that we can play better.
Yeah,
we can play better.
Yeah,
and Argentina shouldn't fear. We shouldn't fear Argentina at all. So yeah,
no, I agree with that.
I am wax lyrical about Jude and literally everything that's going on with this England squad.
that's one thing. With Argentina, they're not consistent, are they? Like it's like Cape Verde and teams like that, they were struggling against. But I agree with you, T. Do you think like the lack of superstars in the team is what makes Jude Bellingham shine like more? If we had a lot of superstars like in the past, maybe you wouldn't see the best of him in this World Cup like the way it is.
That is a good point. I think if we're looking at like bona fide superstars, we're looking at Kane, Bellingham, and I think you'd be scratching your head about anyone else. I think yes, it kind of does help. I think Gareth Southgate laid the foundations of like which Tuchel has now again put some more rocket fuel into this England team. But I mean, again, we've like seen it, with the players that we yearn over, like the likes of Zidane, when literally I think it was 2006, was it? When France Italy final where like Zidane single-handedly carried France. And literally, I'm not saying Jude has single-handedly done it for England, because Kane in the group stages has done really well. But now we can see now the fatigue, within Kane, But again, Jude has now just come into his own, and again, we should be applauding this young man. I keep forgetting, is he 22 or 23?
23,
man. Come on, man. Like, if this was any other player if like Jude was Spanish or French,
they'd be ready.
Mate, like, come on, like, we'd be like talking about this guy as if you're like, he's everything. So yeah, I think it does help that there's not like the bona fide superstars like we fought back in the day. But again, I think you can also need that little bit of pizzazz and that kind of diva-ish mentality to actually win, all of these major tournaments, and that's what Jude has in abundance. And long may it continue. And you'll see, when we do win this World Cup, we'll be calling Jude Bellingham Sir Jude Bellingham, right? So,
I think what's helped Jude this World Cup is that he's never played in the Premier League, so he's not been hated. I honestly think that is something that has helped Jude Bellingham's game for England, because I think a lot of these superstar midfielders and players that England have had before, they were liked by the team that they supported, but because they were Premier League teams, a lot of other rival fans would say they're not this, they're not that, and not, and there was a lot of hatred there because Jude's not played in the Premier League, and he plays in Spain, and not everyone watches him week in, week out. When you're seeing him for England now, you're appreciating him even more. So I think that's helped his case. Yeah. I think that's helped his case, definitely.
The lack of criticism,
if we play for Man United as an example, T, you probably would have like a bit of venom for him. Do you know what I mean? Because it'd be a rival week in, week out, so you probably would have a bit of a disdain for him, or okay. There's I kind of agree in terms of what Jamie and what you said, Drifty said, but also let's not forget that the Spanish press are venomous as well. Like they go after their players, especially when you're playing for Madrid. There's like no dark corner where you can just sit down and like be like by yourself again, like he's playing for the best club team in the world. I think the injury
club level probably helped him a little bit, kind of gave him like a bit of a rest. But but still, you've still got to turn up, and at these big games. And literally, I'm not saying that he's been scored. Like everyone knows that he's not scoring 30-yard bangers, but it's the fact that he's there at the right time, and just how he moves and just like his aura. I mean, again, like we should be applauding someone of his age. To say, wow, you know what? I want some of that. You know what I mean? Like whatever he's got, I want it. And again, he's the best midfielder for me out of the 4 countries left in the not Premier League. Sorry.
Well, you mean in totality or just at the tournament?
In the tournament, let me not be disrespectful. Let me just say in the tournament.
I was going to say Pedri exists, brother.
I'm saying, let me not jump the gun, but let me say, within it's like
in the tournament,
he's been ahead.
I'll bring you in, bro, because T. I'm going to bring it back to when T said he thinks he's now England's best tournament player. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Rooney?
Nope.
Bro, until Rooney broke his foot, he was definitely on fire. And then he came into the other tournament injured. Okay. But he still picked up the pace a little bit.
Nope.
How old was Rooney? 17 when he did that? We weren't talking about being impressed with age. Yeah. Wasn't Rooney 17 at that Euros when he came in? And it was only the broken foot against Portugal in the quarterfinals, I think it was. But if he didn't break his foot, there's a possibility that England win that tournament. Rooney was on fire, bro. As a kid, that tournament got him his move to Man United, if I'm not mistaken, boys. Right?
No, did it? Yeah.
I'm trying to, because obviously T's words in it. So we go after what's the word you use? So best tournament player, you said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Best tournament player
of all time. You're talking about T, yeah? Of all time for England, yeah.
Well, in terms of my life, my lifespan. Because again, of course, people say 1966, but in terms of my lifespan, definitely.
Yeah, for England, I think if you're talking about just as a tournament player, and that's why when you said the words, I was like, okay, let's make sure we understand it before we say. Because I'm like, well, Gerrard was good, Lampard was good. Do you know what I mean? Scholes, Beckham was there. But in terms of, I think you're right. I think if Jude can win this World Cup, I think he has to be. I think Rooney had the one tournament. Other than that, they've scored loads of goals, I think, and they've done decent. But in terms of clutch and like putting the country on his back and going, yo, we're going in this direction, he's probably, in terms of my lifetime as well, he's probably the one I look at and go, raw. Like if this man is on it on the day, I don't think you can stop him. I don't think you can. He'll pop up in the box like a Lampard, late runs, bang, goal. And you're like, bro, you weren't even doing nothing 5 to 10 minutes ago. Do you know what I mean? So he might be right. T. I think I'll hold the gun at the moment, T, in terms of let him win it first, and then you have a case. But Rooney's still there. I think he's been clutch. And I'm trying
the thing is,
Sterling's been.
Are we forgetting Sterling? I'm never gonna lie. Sterling balled out at the last World Cup.
Yeah, not like this, Drifty. Not like this, though, bro. Not like this.
I kind of think it was,
He did. He said, "Put me at England on my back as well." He did.
Can I be that guy? Can I be that guy?
Jay, you meant to be in a good mood.
No, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I just need a counter argument because I need to be that guy. England have never done anything since 1966. So at the end of the day, look, if Jude doesn't score and play well against Argentina and we lose, people might look at it and go, he was a flat track bully and the first decent team we played, he didn't show up. I'm just saying, I think sometimes we have to put, things to the side a minute and let things cook. Do you know what I mean? Let things cook, and once the meal's made and it's an excellent meal and we vet it, then comment on it.
The thing is, Jay, T's not telling a lie, is it? Really, if you think about it, like, this is a semi. They're in the semi-finals now. Like, how often do you see them get to the semi-finals? There's a guy who's doing all that work.
Well, the last few tournaments, England have got to finals and semi-finals, but still haven't won.
But were they this convincing the way they play?
Well, I think England have been crap. I don't understand this convincing stuff.
England
Right,
were better at the Euros. They were.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you
think
can say that, but-
England struggled against everyone they've played in so far up to the semi-finals. I mean, that's not a lie. You know, people are acting like we've just bullied teams and stuff. We've struggled. We have got through. Even the manager's been saying it. Now we have struggled to get over.
Come on, Jay. Like, if you look at the Norway game, like, you know, they scored
we
first.
should have lost.
They should have had a few goals, to be honest.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and England coming back like they did. Come on, you got to give them credit for that.
I'll give them credit.
Let's pivot to that then, guys. The Norway game, the ball hitting the wire, the fallout afterwards, the manager having issues, then Bellingham kind of being like, bum what the manager says. Is it getting a little bit? What's going on? Is
if he leads England to a World Cup, then Jude has to just hush his gums, innit? Because at the end of the day, all other coaches have tried and they've not succeeded. Obviously, off the back of what they've done, Southgate, in terms of how he's integrated the team together and made it a culture where they look forward to going to international breaks now, and they actually want to be around each other, like where in the past we'll separate because of the culture and Man United and Chelsea and Arsenal, Liverpool, and we will segregate and separate. So now it's about a unity. He's come in and look, it's not pretty. I'm with Jay. In terms of England haven't played well and great, but sometimes in tournament you don't have to.
But what you got to understand, what you got to understand, they played pretty well in other tournaments and still done nothing. But this one, they grinding out results. It's a team effort, you know what I mean? Even when they go down, they don't put their heads down. They go back and, you know, try to win the game still. So that's what I like about it. It's more of a team rather than individuals, and it's working. As I said, how many times did we see England playing better than the other teams and still not get the result that they want? But now they're doing it the other way. It's more hard work and grit. You know what I mean? It might not be the most attractive football to watch, but they're still getting the results at the end of it, and that's what I like when I'm watching England. I'm not asking for too much, but they still do enough to get through games and win.
And so actually going back to in terms of like the ball hitting the wire, you know what, you need a little bit of luck when you kind of go into. I
need corruption when Argentina do it. I'm just asking.
I'm just asking. Well, I mean, listen, you know what, Jamie, you're absolutely right. And literally, I've like said from the get go, I don't think there's no corruption.
There ain't no corruption.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you're trying to paint a narrative. And again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. So when it was 2-on-1 Norway and it was John Stones, I always say it's moments in a game. Like, you know, it's for that moment, for that split second, that Norway player thought he could delay and do something, you know, and
he messed up big time.
He's getting threats now. Apparently, he's getting threats apparently in Norway. That guy.
Well, I mean, again,
that could not be from Norway fans. Them people are.
I swear, that's what I
heard. People about, bro.
But you know, but again, it comes down to moments, and again, they missed their moment, Norway. And what we did, again, like everyone was, again, wax lyrical about the keeper against Brazil, when he like played against Brazil, like he had an absolute stormer of a game.
He did. He had a wicked game again.
But I mean, against England, I mean, for like our second goal, like he made an absolute howler, and then who was there to like mop up? So again, it comes down to fine details. It comes down to like moments in a game. Can your clutch players, can the players that have like got the footballing IQ that actually deserve to be in a semi-final, get you over the line? And again, it's not a coincidence that we are seeing the same teams in the latter stages of tournaments. People talk about Morocco, no, listen, when we like talking about the countries that deserve to like win these prestigious competitions, we are always looking at the same 4 or the same 6, and actually this is the reason. Moments win games, not performances.
Exactly, bro.
I hear it. In tournament football, it is definitely about moments. Because I remember Euro 96, I don't know if you lot agree with me, that was flawless performance-wise. Like, from the beginning of the tournament right through until England went out, like, battering Holland, should have beat Germany, the Scotland game. Like, it was like, you know what I mean? It was in England. I remember, you know what I mean? It was, even as a kid, the memories will still be there. Walking past the pub, you're not allowed in, but you're watching through the window and you can see it going mad, and it was all crazy. So performance-wise, I definitely would say Euro 96 was better. I'd even say the last World Cup and the Euros before that under Southgate were better performances in the games and stuff. But yeah, the moments. I agree with you, TD. There have been some good moments. Do we believe it was an injustice, but like just move on? There was a lot of talk that they could have found a way to squeeze a replay in, and FIFA were actually entertaining the idea of a replay after that madness with it hitting the wire and all that kind of stuff. Is it fair that it's just gone on and it's like, you know what, the game's over now, we can't go back? Or do you lot think it should have been replayed?
It's gone now, isn't it, Drift? That's what it is. I think you'd want it to, in the fairness of the game, but it is what it is, isn't it? It happened. They didn't fix it, rectify it during the game. So they can't just now go back a day, 2 days later and try and go, let's play again. There's loads of injustice that's happened throughout the World Cup for some teams, and now they're sitting at home thinking like, yo, can we get our game replayed? I think once it's gone from the game itself, I don't think there's much we can do from that point. But listen, football's not perfect. They're trying to head in that direction, but they realize if you try and make it too perfect, there's no talking points. We'll just be like, yep, great game, guys, well done, yep, good goal, and then out. But with these type of talking points, they're like, yo, how can they not fix that? It's a part of the rules. If it hits something and it leads towards or whatever, it can't be counted, right? But they've just gone, forget it. Don't worry about it.
So let me just ask you something quickly before we move on to Argentina. How comes the ball could detect the hair of the Croatian, but it couldn't detect a big, massive metal wire hanging in the sky? Is that not a bit mad when you actually think about it?
is a load of bull crap, bro.
Like we were told that was why they could detect that the Croatian did make. We all watched the replays. Like he didn't touch that.
Well, me and Ramon know this. They have this in cricket, right? And sometimes in cricket there will be a noise, and the noise will pick it up, But sometimes it ain't actually the ball. It could be like the bat hitting the pad or something like that, can't it? And I think that's the same with it. You know, there's no. If it's touched his hair, you know, that might make a little tiny noise on the Snicko thing. You know, it's just. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect science at the end.
Jay, we know this. Like, if anyone that watched the Ashes that just happened, they had this problem quite a few times throughout the entire series where the ball picked up, where Snicko picked up a sound, but the ball didn't touch the bat didn't touch the pad. It was just a random sound before the ball even traveled near the player. And there was sounds after the ball traveled past the player and the bat.
So what was it? The vibration of the sound. This thing is so sensitive that the vibration of sound.
That's what England were complaining the entire time. The batsman saying, "I didn't touch it. I didn't hear a sound." But Snicko saying that he's heard a sound. Like,
but if he touches his hair, I don't know if that
technology is too flawed to be used at this.
It's a flaw. Snicko is known to be very flawed. It's very flawed.
Touching, is it that because it touched his hair? They're saying the sound was made. Is that what that's the excuse?
Yeah, because it's the vibration and everything that makes it and everything.
So Croatia are at home because of noise. That is crazy.
I mean, I think they've only used it twice in this World Cup. And the first one, obviously, was the goal that everyone thinks should have been disallowed. But I've gone back and watched that many times. I can't see a touch for the love of me. I really can't. But Snicko said there was a touch, and you know where from, where, at what time. That's the sort of thing as well. They don't give you a precise moment where they say this is where it touched. It's just they show you the graph and the measurement. So
and even if you look at the trajectory of the ball when it supposedly hit the wire, like the ball doesn't drop like that in the velocity if it didn't hit something. Like it
just hung and then dropped. It was like
and obviously the speed of it as well is like normally it will keep a constant speed, but this one just dropped, and I was like, oh, that's.
I'm not gonna lie though, Elliot, how's your touch? Because the way the ball got, you know what I mean? He looked 120 M's in that moment. That touch was amazing. He just like bang, killed it dead, boom.
You know, he read it because as soon as it hit, he saw it and he changed it because he was going after the play and he was and then he started running towards the
ball. Which made it, to be fair, it made it even harder for the players. So I'm gonna, you know what? Full credit to Anderson, man. Full credit.
Yeah, man. That was definitely a how's your touch moment. I tell you. So we move on to their opponents, Argentina. I'm not gonna lie to you, boys. They are struggling through this tournament. They are struggling. Like, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to get too excited. I just don't see a world where they can beat England if they continue playing the way they have been. Messi's getting more and more tired. They're scraping through. I think they've been to extra time in every game in the knockout.
Almost,
right?
Yeah.
That they are not playing well at all. And I don't know if it's an embarrassment to the rest of the players or an embarrassment to the country that a 39-year-old, regardless of whether he's a GOAT or not, is the reason why they are going through. Like, you want one of the youngers to kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, Alvarez had his moment. You don't know how I feel about Alvarez. I think he's a baller. But that is the only moment he's had. Let's keep it a buck. Like, he ain't done nothing all tournament either. That is the only moment that he's had in the whole. What a time to have it. But is anyone impressed with Argentina, or am I going over the top? Or
I think poor.
I was going to say, if you're looking at it from that standpoint, I'll look at it as similar to England. They're just getting the job done. Don't matter when it happens in the game. They're just getting the job done. And if Messi can't do it, someone else would deliver. McAllister scored. Obviously, Alvarez decided he wanted to turn up now. Jude has been, he's decided he wants to turn up. Kane was at the games before that as well. So it don't matter when it comes to tournament football, because they know it's just about, we got 90 plus whatever. Get the job done, bro. We don't have to play pretty. Just score more goals than the other team, and we can get as far as we can get. Obviously, it's going to be difficult for them. And yes, you're right in terms of them trying to rely so much on Messi. I don't think it's massively them just relying on Messi. I think they just adore him so much, rate him so much, that they just keep thinking, oh, we're trying to do it for him. And in the game, they're trying to pass it to him. Similar to what we did as Liverpool when we were passing it to Salah sometimes. Like, yo, just give it to some other players as well. The whole team can play. Do you know what I mean? So it's because they rate him and they adore him and they love him so much. They're like, no, we got to make sure he gets a goal and he must be the one that carries us through. He gets, the headlines. But, bro, I'll look at it from the side of they're just finding a way to win. They're finding a way and they're getting through. And it is what they're in the semi-finals now. I
could have sworn they did the same in last World Cup as well.
Yeah, they didn't play well in the last World Cup either. They didn't play great.
They did. No,
there was a lot more standout.
I'm sure it was the same.
There was a lot more standout performances from that team compared to this World Cup. Di Maria, for example. I think McAllister was very good that World Cup as well.
He was okay in the second.
Alvarez was good last World
Alvarez
Cup.
was also very.
They did.
Angel Di Maria was excellent in that World Cup as well.
I will say though, watching the Switzerland game, I mean, I watched the Switzerland game for other reasons, but when I watched that second half of it, when I watched the extra time bit, I was thinking to myself, Switzerland have really nullified Messi. When they were down to 10 men, they nullified him. Okay, Argentina, let's see what you're about. Because you can give the ball to Messi. Switzerland will not let Messi create a chance or have a shot on goal. So what are you going to do? And then a couple players decided to turn up and take on responsibility. And I think that's what's got to be the key for the next game. Players need to take some responsibility. Because, look, the game plan from England is going to be, you see Messi, we need to shut him down. If we shut him down, we should be okay. Some of these Argentinian players need to stand up and be counted for. Alvarez did his thing. Beauty of a strike. Absolute beauty of a strike. But the question is, where was this for the entire tournament? Now, you can say, if you continue like this up until the final, get past England and do this in the final, we will forgive you. But Argentina had a wake-up call against Switzerland, and they need to take that wake-up call into this game, in my opinion, for me.
Yeah, big up Switzerland. I'm not going to lie. They were very, very good at this tournament, considering there was absolutely no expectation on them whatsoever. And they were only an extra time away from being in a semi-final. I was watching that game thinking, do you know how crazy it would be if it actually is Switzerland who get through here and it's England-Switzerland in a semi-final of a World Cup? Like, that would have been incredible from Switzerland. So big up to them, man. Let's move to the other side of the draw, guys. I'll get your predictions for the games all at the end. Moving on to the other side of the draw, we have, I'm not going to allow, I'll start with the Spain game because that'll only take 2 seconds to get through. Then we'll talk about France. Spain are boring as hell.
You just don't like football with.
Can't lie about that, man. Yeah.
It's
Nah,
they're
you
boring.
don't watch football like
Now,
that.
do you know what it is, Drift? They are boring as hell, but they have their moments though. The moments are too saucy, bro. I'm telling you, the 1-2s, the movement, and
I hear
everything.
it.
You just want to see more of it. And they're bare teasing you all the time because they pick up the ball, they have it in their midfield. What do? They go back to the defense. I'm like, brother, you got the technical ability, you got the awareness. Just move the ball forward, please. And I got sick and tired of it. But you know, I thought for me against the Belgian game, I thought Danny Olmo actually had a very, very good game. I think
He's a baller, man. He's a baller.
I wanted him at Liverpool once.
He's a baller.
I think out of everyone, I think arguably he was the best. Probably Lamine Yamal was doing Lamine Yamal things, but Danny Olmo was really, really good. Really, really good. But unfortunately, with the Belgian game, that Man United goalkeeper decided to give the shit guy a goal. So it is.
I felt sorry for that. Believe it, I felt sorry for the goalkeeper, man. I mean, it's just come on the pitch, innit, Drifty? And you know, first shot, you palmed it out, you know, in front of you, and then someone coming and scored. It was sad. It was really sad, man.
Is a goalkeeper the most difficult position on the field to join the game in?
Yeah.
I think so.
It must be, innit?
It
must. Maybe, or centre back, maybe. Centre back or goalkeeper, innit? They've got to be like, if the game's heated and you've just got to get into the game cold and try and get up to speed. Centre back and goalie's got to be the most difficult.
Yeah, because we've seen it a load of times when strikers come on and score with their first touch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'd say.
But with a defender, it's like if you make a mistake, it's a goal, innit? It's like, shit, like. But no, I do feel it for him a little bit. Obviously, he's Man United, so bunny. I do feel it.
I might be a bit different on this. Yeah, I know they're boring, Spain, in the way they play, but I actually think they're the best footballing team in this World Cup. It's just because they haven't got. It's just because they haven't got a killer up front. Because they create so many opportunities to score goals. They just ain't got that killer up front.
True.
Are they a product of their
they've only conceded one goal in the whole tournament as well.
Strikers anymore.
Yeah, only
they're
one
product
goal.
of their own downfall. If you go back to 20 years ago when they had the likes of Villa and Torres and Morientes and Raul and all the bad boys, with the way Pep has kind of molded football with Barcelona, and then like Spain have adapted it. Have they kind of been a product of their own downfall? Because they don't even seem to want strikers anymore, do they? What Spanish teams have you seen in the last decade that have a
focal point? Yeah,
they're just going for a point where they're just not producing them. Now, I think is all nations always go for an era where either not producing a keeper, a defender, a midfielder, or a striker. I think Spain is just going through that at the moment. But no, I think this game tonight is going to be an amazing game of football. I think the one thing I will say about this game, though, is that what I've noticed when you play Spain is that I think the opposition team, everyone has to track back when you play against Spain because they are the best at finding them half spaces on the pitch. So I think that's going to be very interesting tonight in this game because we know Mbappe don't track back and he doesn't need to. The man gets 50 goals a season. So
he's a lone front man, isn't he? Yeah.
So but him not tracking back is where Spain will find them half spaces in the final third tonight. So I think this is a very interesting game. I actually think all the semi-finals are. I think for the first time I can remember, I think we have actually got the 4 best teams in the world in the semi-finals of a World Cup, in my opinion. So, I think they're all very evenly balanced. It could be an England-France final. It could be an Argentina-Spain final. It could be, literally could be anything. I think it's going to be good, man.
Yeah. I mean, I know I can see you grinning because Spain is how are you feeling about
that's
Spain?
His team right there, bro?
Yeah, I know. Why? I don't understand. I get it, man. You guys are uncultured, man, when it comes to that football. Don't worry about it, man.
All this pass,
each other, fighting each other on the pitch. You just don't like the tactical side, the understanding of space, how well Spain defend. They only conceded 1 goal so far.
One goal,
goals. And obviously Lamine is the big man and the main guy in the team, whatever. But they have got a really good team, and the disrespect about Spanish strikers. Arizabal is a hitman, bro. He's
a striker. He's a winger, bro.
He bags goals. and man are looking at him like he can't score, like he's not.
So if
adding.
Liverpool bought him, would
winger,
you be happy with
man.
it?
I'll be,
Come on,
bro,
Enz.
he would cook for us, bro. Hey, listen, we got a Spanish gaffer now. Sign some Spanish players. Nah, listen, I get it, man. I get it. You guys like that, everyone running into each other and fighting and up and down the pitch. I get it. When you control the game, when you're controlling the game, you're playing the tactical, technical side of the game. I get it. It's a bit boring for some. It's not boring for me, though. I enjoy watching them play. It's very good football. But I get it. Obviously, if you're a fan and you like, you know,
but it's bringing them success, though, ends, isn't it? It's bringing them success.
Yeah,
so if it's working, what's the problem?
Nah, but that's what I'm saying, innit? You like the guys when they come to the Premier League, the Rodris you want to big up, and the David Silvers and all these man, you know, Alonso when he was at Liverpool. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's the Spanish vibe, the technical side.
Yeah.
Nah, so I don't want to diss. Don't diss the guys, man. They're good footballers. Look, it's going to be a difficult game against France because the high line that Spain plays with. These French
and be honest, yeah. Do you rate those two centre backs as defenders? As defenders.
Who are you talking about? Laporte
Kubasi and Laporta as defenders.
Kabashi's been the best centre back in the World Cup.
Listen, I don't want. You're my guy. Don't let me swear at you, bro. What do you mean?
I will be real, yeah. I think if you give them, put them up against a proper striker, they'll struggle a bit.
He's coming up against one of the best strikers in world football.
I know, and I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Well, you clearly didn't watch when he played against him all season. Then okay, I hear it, bro. Don't worry about it.
That's Hansi Flick's. That's Hansi Flick's style, bro. You know what I mean? That's
Kabasi is an outstanding centre back, man, for his age, and he's still learning. He's still developing. He's still a young man.
For his age.
Yeah, and Laporte. What was Laporte done wrong that you've seen?
Nothing, really.
Now ask Ram with his crazy question, man. Don't diss
just
the
ask
team,
you the
bro.
question, bro.
Don't
Just ask
diss
you
the
the
team,
question.
man.
The guys conceded 1 goal all tournament, and you're still asking questions about the defender.
Nah, about the defense.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, I will.
He's arguably been the best defender in the World Cup.
Best passing completion as well, bro. He's out here cooking. Well, okay.
So what if Liverpool bought him, would you be happy with?
Who, Kabasi?
Yeah.
Come on.
No. He's a. I can't let me get excited. Look, bro, he's a cold centre back. He plays beyond his years. Bro, the kid's been in the team since he was like 15, 16, cooking.
Give him a couple more years. Give him a couple more years. Give him a couple more years. Give him a couple more years.
Nah, but you man know about you, Glaze, Leone, and Jackie. But let me go to Spain, France's. I think Spain's downfall tonight will come with the hands of the high line. You cannot play the high line against Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Elise, and Barcola if he's going to be the one that starts on the other side. That's what's going to be the problem. I think Spain will dominate possession, but the counter-attacks are going to be lethal. And the way that Mbappe is playing, the way that he's been, like he's just hitting the target and left foot or right foot, Spain could find himself in hot water, bro. But I think it will be, I'm with Jay, I think it will be a very, very good game of football. But don't get bored when Spain get the ball, and don't get bored if they're dominating possession. Don't get bored. Just watch the rotation and the movement of the forward.
Because the French players will just dominate. The French players will just dominate them, bro. Win the ball back and then quick counters. You know what I mean?
You know what's going to be a very interesting matchup is going to be Lamal against Lucadinha because
he's cooking him.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, he's cooking him.
Yeah, I think
is he playing well enough to cook him?
No, but
hello. He's not having a good tournament, Yamal. We know he's a talent, but
careful.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, but
I know Enz knows the truth.
No, but I mean, I think we all can say that maybe. No, but I mean, we can all say without being disrespectful, Lucadinha in this French team is not the best. So
defensively,
you know what I'm saying? So
we see him in the Premier League week in and week out. He struggles pretty much.
Yeah. So literally, that's going to be a very interesting matchup. Well, that's if Spain can get to the ball to him on a kind of 1-to-1 quick enough. That's the thing. But yeah, listen, I mean, exactly what everyone keeps saying. It's going to be a very, very interesting tactical. Styles make the fights, right? So, literally, I'll be.
Who do you want more to win, T? Because let's just be a little bit optimistic and go. England managed to get past Argentina into the final. Who do you actually want? because England fans have to watch tonight's game with that in the back of their mind, right? Who do we actually want to play if we get there? Who is going to be easier for England to be able to beat?
France for me.
Do you think?
I think we're set up to play better against France than we are Spain.
Oh, okay.
But there's also the revenge thing, because we did lose against them again the Euros. I think some of these players would want, knowing them, their mentality and some of their egos, they would want to lay one on Spain.
We also lost to France in the semi-final of the World Cup, remember?
But
so
if you look at both teams, guys, like Spain and France, Spain, obviously, they're technical, like you guys said, slow football. They're not really fast or anything like that. And then you look at France, they're full of pace. What do England actually struggle against? Pace, right? So if they're going to face someone like Spain, wouldn't that suit their way of playing, like slow football?
I think England is set up to deal with the speed of players. They've got loads of combative defenders on the wide areas. Konza is good there. You look at
the French. They attack from every angles, don't they? And it's not like just one space. It's like the wings, the middle, everywhere. So if you're getting all the attacking sides of the game towards you, especially how bad England are in defensively, wouldn't it be difficult for England playing against someone like France?
No, I think it'll be easier for them. The way that the way that England is set up, I don't think the wide guys are going to cause them enough problems in terms of their speed, because they've got guys that can run at the same speed. You've got combative midfielders in England's midfield as well, so they can compete against when Elise is trying to get the ball. Jude will be in and around Rice, obviously Elliot Anderson. They'll be in and around these type of players. But when you're playing against Spain, where you're thinking, okay, they're not going to get tight and they're not going to try and hold on to the ball for too long to do this combative. They're going to keep moving it, keep shifting it, keep making you think. And that's when players will start switching off. And when they switch off, it'll be a little pass in behind you, like and then it's a goal. Now the problem for England is you can't then go and press them, because they'll keep the ball and they keep it and they will just they'll continuously open you up as a team. So it'll be the psychological side of the game.
The reason I say that is because like Mbappe's pace, and you got Elise, you've got all these other players from obviously France that's heading towards the England obviously goal, and then you look at the Spanish players, they don't have that strike force that's speedy or anything like that. So the defenders can just handle that striker, while the other midfielders and the forwards can handle their business. If you know what I mean, going the other way. That's what I look at when I'm looking at the Spain game. I think that's more suited to England than the actual French game, because the French they've got a lot of athletes, which is difficult for England. In my opinion, that's how I see it. England struggle mainly with athletes. That's what I see.
But England would sit low. They would sit low, so there's no space to play. They're not going to play you high up the pitch when that speed is there. They're going to sit low. And what yards are they going to be able to run in? Mbappe ain't going to have no space to run into.
Yeah, but they could score from anywhere, the French team. So
no, you're right. What I'm just saying is that you're talking about the speed and what team is going to be better for England. If you're talking about the speed, if
England could defend, I'll be more comfortable with the French game. But England are not very good at defending.
And they conceded loads of goals.
I think for me with the French team, you got a bit of both when it comes to the physicality and the technical ability, because you got players like Ali. Obviously, you got that front four that is just nuts in terms of pure quality, but you got the likes of Kone and look, I don't particularly rate him that highly, but Rabiot, who's both provide the physicality and can keep the ball well. And that's the one thing that worries me if we are going to play up against the France, because they can just hit you on both sides, both sides of the game. But with Spain, and I'm looking especially at the manager that we have in Tuchel. He's probably the best manager around in terms of containing teams and letting teams try and break us down. Try and break us down. Whether that be we're packed in our own box or we're containing them in the middle of the park.
Ram, if you look at that Norway game, if they were more clinical, they could have got more than one goal, didn't they, in the first half? So this is what I'm saying. French are more clinical than them. So this is what worries me around that defensive area when they got all that firepower up front. That's how I see it.
And I think
Pedri's been dropped tonight.
Say that again.
Who's been dropped?
Pedri.
He was dropped in the last game as well.
Fabian Ruiz.
I mean, he hasn't been having a great tournament. On the rivalry, big up Josh every time he says Elise he's giving BTA to Cucurella. Don't hate me, Ends.
Ends don't rate Cucurella like that.
Now for
No,
Spain,
well,
I do,
yeah,
not for
no,
Chelsea.
for
Nah,
Spain,
you rate Balde ahead of him, bro.
Are we
Yeah,
sleeping on
but
the fact that
I like
it will be, because we were talking about Yamal versus Digne, obviously. Are we sleeping on the fact that obviously Elise, Dembele, playing on the wings for Spain?
That's going to be an
can the
interesting
Spain
Doué
back
as well.
handle that?
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting matchup with that defense because you associate. Look, no end is probably going to literally come to my house. He's literally going to either rock up to my house and just get a gun and start shooting.
I will not.
I start saying this, bro.
I will not
But
say I'll do anything.
look, I believe the best form of Spain's defense is keeping the ball away from the goal. But when it comes to actually getting into defensive actions, I'm still gonna be like, I think I'm gonna see what you guys are capable of. And again, like you look at the Belgium game, I was thinking to myself, right, look, De Ketelaere is getting into good positions, but the quality of balls into the box were just not good enough. Except that one ball from, I think, Castagna, which led to the goal. I was thinking, put that with Dembele, Elise, Mbappe, with the pace, the power against those defenders, which is not blessed with a lot of pace, not blessed with a lot of power. It's just going to be a very difficult thing to see. And especially with that high line that they've played. Obviously, they won't be playing that against France. I think loads of people will be sleeping on that a little bit. And I don't think, look, I think the benefit of that is the manager won't be. The manager will be like, yo, this is France. This is players that could hurt you in any moment of the pitch. So we'll just have to wait and see, man. I think is it going to be a good matchup. I think the two wing matchups. I'm actually excited to watch Baena versus Koundé because look, people will say, oh, that's the two like lowest rated players out of everyone. Like they're not really rated that highly. And I'm like, well, Koundé and Baena are two players that are both relatively physical in the game. Obviously the Bayern likes to go up against those right back all the time. It's just whether Koundé will actually be following him the entire time, whether he be going to the middle, whether he be going to the left hand side, whether he'll be going onto the right hand, what he's going to do with him, because you can't track him. You don't know where he's going to go. And it's the same for Bayern, as whether he has the capability of beating Koundé on that physical battle. So there's a lot of matchups that people are going to be excited about for today. So hopefully the game could live up to that.
Yeah, man. I do hope so. Just touching on France's game against Morocco, was anybody surprised? Did anyone think it was an underperformance? What did you not think of the way France played Morocco?
Disappointing Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco were very disappointing, but I think it's more to the fact that France didn't let them play.
Yeah.
They just took the game away from them. Too good.
But was anyone surprised it was 0-0? Penalty missed in the first half. Was anyone surprised it was 0-0 at halftime?
No, I mean Morocco are a good side, so yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
do you
know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's these hydration breaks where the games are changing.
Yeah.
It's all these hydration breaks. If you look at the England-Norway game, England would dominate that game. They had a hydration break. Norway could have been 3-0 up. I've seen it in all the games this World Cup. This little 5-minute spell where they get a chance to just regroup changes the flow.
The manager shouldn't be allowed to talk, Jay, should he? I don't think the manager should be allowed to gather them round and
they're just meant to have a treat.
Another halftime team talk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we see in American sport all the time. Look how much timeouts change games. Like there's a reason why that exists, right? You lot of basketball guys way more than I am. That is what timeouts are for, right? You realize you're under pressure or there might be a play you need to strategize better with. So you go timeout, you regroup, you figure it out, bang, you go back out, you execute the plan. Half time is what that's traditionally about in football. So having these 2 extra bits of period of time where the manager can get everyone round, look, I figured this out, right? Yeah, it's been weird. I hope these hydration breaks never ever happen again. And if they do, I don't think the manager should be allowed to get everyone round and then redo the tactics. And because you're right, Jay, every game I've watched, I think the hydration break has actually changed the momentum of that match. Maybe not to the point where the game ends that way, but still completely kills the flow of the game and gives the other team the opportunity to flip the momentum round. So yeah, I hate these hydration breaks, man. They've been
No, they're going to
stupid.
seep into the game, I reckon, in the future, though, Drift. But it won't be like hydration break. It might be like tactical break or something like that.
Oh, what you think they will bring timeouts?
So what you're saying in England, you go get a cup of tea and a biscuit.
I don't know what you're gonna get, but
tea break. Nah, I'm done with football. If we have a tea break,
I think because they'll look at how much money was being made across these breaks and
commercial stuff.
Yeah, I think the clubs are gonna be. I think the leagues and clubs are going to be looking at it going, yeah, we could make a lot more money. We can make an extra 20 million a year just by just having 2 breaks in the game. Yeah, why not? Now, it won't be good for the, and we'll get used to it. We got used to VAR. We got used to different, we'll get used to it. But at the moment, because it's
not, it will kill the game, mate. It will kill the game.
No, you think that now, but in after a couple of years,
title winning game away at Old Trafford, 2 games from the end of the season, level on points. We get a hydration break.
Tactical break. Break. They'll start giving the managers one a game.
They better not, man.
They'll give the managers 1 or 2 a game, or 2.5, or 1.5.
Yeah, it'll benefit the more technical players instead of the pace and power players.
Arsenal did it all last season, so they won a league.
That's true, isn't it? That's true. Instead of it being a thing, it'll be like Raya's injured again.
How much are they making? About over $1 billion? $1 billion they're making.
Oh, they're making a lot of money, 100%.
But that's
they do that in every sport.
But no, it's probably then more than. But I'm saying is, if the Premier League saw this and all the other, UEFA and all these guys see these things and go, oh, we can make that much, okay, and then they tell the clubs, oh, you get your cut, you get your cut, get your an extra 20 million.
What are we going to call it though? What are we going to call it though?
Tactical break. I told you.
A tactical break, just a tactical break.
Tactical break, and both managers will get 2.
Boring.
Because we can't call it hydration break.
It's got. You can't come up, and you got to come up with a better name than that, bro. It can't be.
It'll be the tactical break. But that's what you do, innit? You're going to stop the game, give instructions, innit?
No.
It's going to kill the sport like that.
The tactical break sponsored by Bet365. And then they go to a Bet635 advert for 30 seconds and then come back. And then
I tell you what is quite scary though. The clubs keep trying to put the prices up on the tickets, right? £3 here, £2 there, whatever, because they know every penny counts. But when you look at how much money's been made individually at this World Cup because these ticket prices have been so much, it is a scary, slippery slope of going down where the clubs start realizing actually
commercial.
The way we can make money the easiest is if we just up the ticket prices, and there will be people that will pay. We can sit here and get as angry as we want. If Anfield ticket prices go up to £300 per ticket, people will pay it. Old Trafford, people will pay it. So even though we're kind of like, nah, can't do it. When you actually think about the fact that some of these games at this World Cup, I mean, £600 is outrageous for a ticket. But a lot of these games have been making like 300 million at a match. Like if these clubs start realizing you can make 300 million on a match day.
I think, but also as well, we have to remember that a World Cup and a Euros is a bit of a unicorn tournament where things will always be inflated. I can't imagine an Arsenal or Liverpool or United putting their tickets up to £300-400 because then like the tickets will be sold.
The demand is there, T. No, the demand is there, bro.
No, but see, the demand will be from tourists. Do not forget, Liverpool is built.
Do you think these foreign owners care, bro?
No, but again, like when we kind of say Anfield, is a fortress, when Old Trafford was a fortress, when like the old Highbury was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can kind of talk about like the all grounds. It's because they were, literally drenched within the local community. Like, everyone knows, Anfield is built within like a council estate. Like it's not on any, what I'm saying? Like it's literally around
houses are around it.
Yeah. I'm saying culture and, tradition. And, again, if like Liverpool were going to put their prices by 30-40%, not a lot of people around the local area can afford that. Because, and again, I don't want to go off like topic, but again, there's a kind of things happening now with, can we can we even afford to even put on the lights? Never mind, watch, our like beloved Liverpool. So yes, the tickets will be sold, but who to? It'd be for the tourists, the half and half, scarves, the people that want to play like songs at halftime and have a party at halftime when like a team is losing. Yes, they will sell the tickets, but then the heart and soul of that club,
the club ain't gonna be the same
yeah.
to you after that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they'll ruin it with that stuff. Yeah, but I would listen. If you're talking about £300 per game, I ain't going to that. Hell no, I ain't gonna pay that much money per game. That's crazy, man.
No, but guys,
but it's like T said, like like tourists. That's what they attract Liverpool Football Club. If you look at it now, you know what I mean? Because tourists, what do? They buy the tickets, they buy the flights, they buy the merchandise, everything. So if you're gonna keep doing that and then make money out of that in a consistent basis, this is what FSG normally do at for Liverpool Football Club, especially it's the tourist attraction, and that's the market they will go to if they're gonna start doing things like that. But the locals, no chance, man. They already fight about tickets right now, T, don't they? If you think about it, they had the protest recently about it as well.
Yeah. But I mean, I know we'll probably be talking about the World Cup, but if we could looking at the Premier League and literally where a lot of the money is going to be coming from, I think eventually, and literally, I think it's been spoken about that the Premier League will break away from Sky and literally have its own entity, will literally have its own streaming platform, and literally that's literally where the Premier League will make a lot of money.
Yes.
They're not going to need Sky, they're not going to need Amazon, they're not going to need TNT, and literally that is literally where a lot of the clubs are going to earn a lot of money. That's where the Premier League will be like, okay, you know what? Thanks, Sky, and everyone else, literally getting us on your platform. We can now do it ourselves now, and literally that is literally where I believe the Premier League is gonna go. And in a roundabout way, it's going to be cheaper for us consumers because we will be able to watch every single Liverpool game, and there's going to be fans from let's say from Fulham, Brighton, whoever it is that want to watch their team in their entirety. They don't want to watch a Super Sunday where it's Liverpool Arsenal. So literally, I think the breakaway from Sky is going to be more relevant right now than the ticket prices going up, and literally that's literally where a lot of the
I agree with that. But I mean, just on you, apologies, I had to plug my laptop in. Just on what you're saying about the ripping the heart and soul out, T, you're absolutely right. But I'll be honest with you, I think FSG have proven on many occasions, and they're not the only owners. Do they care about the locals? Do they care about stuff, or do they care about money, bro? Like if they're getting £300 million on a gate day because they're charging £400, £500 for a ticket, £600 for a ticket. Yes, they might at the beginning get the ruckus and the backlash, and of course they will be. But let's be honest, bro, they're all about money. And as long as people are paying, they don't care if it's foreigners, if it's the tourists, if it's the locals. All they care about is the stadium's packed and how much gate receipt money they've made, bro. I'm telling you, bruv, they do not care about the real soul of the club, because if that's the case, they wouldn't have tried to trademark the name. They wouldn't have furloughed people. They wouldn't have done all the things they've done, bro. They're about money. That is how they're billionaires. They're about money.
They're very smart. They're DRIFTY. They're very, very smart. What they do the most is they always test the waters in it. They see the reaction first, DRIFTY. I mean, if you react to it, then they start saying, you know what, might not do it this time, but we'll try it next time. You know what I mean? Things like that. That's what they always do. They're business, but they don't care. They don't care.
The thing is, do you in this day and age of the way sport is, you have to follow the flow.
Yeah.
If everyone's doing it, do you have to do it as well? Or do you, it's just the way the world is. Like if you look at all sport now, all sport is heavily commercialized.
Yeah,
it's just heavily commercialized.
It's a business, though. It's a business.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the way it is. It won't ever be not that ever again. Especially if you've got a streaming product. Like T was saying there, if you're putting your sport on a streaming product, you need to commercialize the S out of it. I won't swear. You need to commercialize the S out of it, yeah, to get your money back. That's how they get their money back from these deals. Look at UFC on Paramount, yeah. They put it on Paramount Plus. Streaming service, first ever time, not getting pay-per-views anymore. You're not paying for it. So to get the money back, you commercialize the heck out of it. And that's what it is. That's why it's adverts after adverts after adverts, and people get annoyed with it. But it's the way sports going, unfortunately. It's the way of the world, yeah. It's like Netflix, you know. There's no adverts on Netflix until you put live sport on there, and then there's adverts.
Yeah.
It's you need to pay
The
for it.
most diabolical thing out of all the streaming services for me is Amazon. Now, don't
Oh,
get me
you
wrong.
have to
I'm
pay
not
for
fine.
ads.
You have to pay for the adverts to be removed. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Bro,
one.
I've got Amazon, and now I still get adverts before the movie.
I had to pay for it, Drifty. I had to pay for it, bro.
Bro, how much is Amazon? Like, I don't even look at it. Is it
So it's
14
free.
Extra £2. Is it extra £2?
So it's free.
£3?
It's free.
No, I mean the
$3.99
normal
for
one, the
commercials.
normal price. Is it £14?
$8.99.
I don't even check
$8.99.
anymore how much. I pay.
$8.99.
8.9
Yeah,
without
$8.99,
commercials.
yeah.
$8.99.
And then you have to pay $3.99 on top, which is a separate thing for every commercial.
How many people do you think pay for that then?
I pay
What?
for it. So I don't
I'll
watch
pay for it.
commercials.
So
Oh,
why,
yeah, to get rid of the
why do you
adverts,
think
yeah.
Did you pay for the non-adverts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
do,
am.
yeah. I
But
can't,
Griff,
man.
why do
They've
you
got
not
some
think-
old series I used to watch, so I have to watch it. Man.
I can't even blame you. I pay for YouTube Premium because of that advert.
Yeah, I pay
so,
for
like,
YouTube
I can't
Premium,
even
so-
blame
Yeah, me
you.
too.
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Drift,
I
why
couldn't,
do you
man.
not think they could do that then? You know how many Sky Sports channels we got, BT Sports channels, whatever. Why wouldn't you think they would have one where it's no ads and one with ads, but you got to pay an extra £2 for you not to have the advert?
No,
Why
you
do
know
you
what it
think they won't
is?
do
It's
that?
because they've taken away the privilege they gave us originally. So remember, Prime meant no advert.
No adverts.
And
Yeah.
now they've changed it, and it's like, oh no, hold on, no. Now it doesn't mean that anymore. Now it's just
That's what I'm
a
saying.
different selection of movies. It's like,
Yeah,
right, you can't show me that and then take it away. Like, oh God.
No, but there's a big game on Liverpool United, and you go on Sky Sports 1, Sky Sports 2, but on Sky 1, it's got the advert. Sky 2, it doesn't, but you got to pay for it. Which one do you think people pay an extra £2 on match day?
People
Which one
go
do you
pay
think
for
they'll
the
choose?
extra. People go pay for the extra.
Yeah, man.
There will be people who will pay them. I'm not paying extra for
And then
Amazon,
you're
as
going to
an
watch it
example.
then. Then they will just give you the hydration
No.
break or tactical break. Go watch the tactical break.
Oh my days, that is hilarious. Nah, but yeah, to just finish up the boys, and then we'll finish up with some Liverpool stuff. Finish up on the World Cup stuff. Give me some predictions. I'll start with Jay, and then I'll go clockwise round. France versus Spain tonight, and then England, Argentina tomorrow. Give me a score prediction for both, bro.
I think France on penalties. England beat Argentina 3-0 comfortably.
Interesting. T.
3-1 England. Sheesh.
This is the tough one. This
It's a
game's
tough
not.
one.
The Spain and France is.
I'm gonna. Okay, all right. Let. 2-1 France.
Yeah,
2-1 France, yeah.
It's going to be tight.
And what you saying, bro? Give me some scores.
England I'll do the England one. I think it'll be 2-2 and England will win on pens.
England on penalties. That'll be
they'll win on
mad.
pens.
Does Messi score a penalty?
Messi
Yet?
penalty have a Roberto Baggio moment. Can you imagine?
No, I think
Damn
2-2
it.
and England will win on pens.
How would that end his legacy? England, Argentina, penalty shootout fight in the semi-final. Messi's the one who misses the fifth penalty to put England through, skies it over the bar. Does that affect his legacy at all? Or
No, he's already won the World Cup, mate. Come on.
He
I'm not
goes
gonna lie,
down.
people talk about Baggio with that penalty miss.
I think
It's
if
'cause
he
he
goes
never
Yeah,
back
because he's never
home-
won the World Cup. That's
He
why.
never won
And
it.
then if he
Yeah.
goes back home, people will be like, "And this is why you're not better than Maradona." Maradona plays against England, he scores 2 goals.
I
You got to miss a
legacy
penalty.
a little bit then, bro. If that's what people are saying.
I ain't gonna lie. The devious part of me, devious part of my soul, which is there, would laugh. I just want the vibes if Argentina wins, see all the corruption news. That would just crack me up. That would just...
The entire world supporting England against corruption.
And Argentina win because they got someone should have got sent off.
And then they
maybe.
start with the hypocrisy after the Norway incident with the
I
wire.
just-
Yeah, we know.
I don't think it's going to happen. I actually think England win comfortably. Man.
Yeah, you went 3-0, so you
I don't
even
think-
it's shit.
I don't think Argentina are that good. I don't think England have been that great, but I think England, man for man, are a far better team than Argentina.
Yeah.
And then Spain, I think they might lose tonight, man.
They will lose.
I think they might lose. I'm not. I think I just look at the counter attacks, and I think with the high line, France got killers, man.
Tell you,
They got killers, and they'll punish Spain. Yeah, I think France win this 3-1. I don't want to say it, but I just feel like they do win 3-1.
Reverse judge. I like it.
I know, because I'm looking at it from the tactical side, innit? Spain will have more possession, but then it means that they're going to be high up the field. You can't misplace a pass against these men, because they will, like, the pass, once they send these men through, Mbappe's and then you're not catching them. You're not.
But do you prefer Spain just to stay in front of the goal, like deep?
No, but they can't. But their style is they're gonna have the ball in it. They're gonna have most possession. They're gonna try and create. It's just about. There's times when I've watched Spain in this World Cup, it breaks down in little areas, and I'm like, you can't do that against France, because they'll play 2 passes and they're sending these men and they're gone. Yeah. And we got fast players there. Kobasi's decent, but he's not as quick as Mbappe, obviously. Laporte is not as quick as Mbappe or Dembele. Kukurea is quick, but he's not as quick as a Dembele. So, yeah, and Poro is quick as well. He's aggressive in the way he plays, but he's not going to be as fast as a Barcola. When these men shift and change their speed, you're not catching them, and then you're hoping that Simon's going to save the shots. I think they have to play a little bit. They might have to go against their grain, but they're not. Spain are not going to go against.
How can Spain beat them, though, Drift? Ends. How can Spain beat them? Like, what do they have to do to beat France in this game?
They have to be clinical when they get in the final third. So when they get in the final third, it either has to relate to a shot where the keeper has to save it, or if you're going to shoot and the keeper he has to just go out and the game resets and we can drop off and then play again. But if it's like, we get into the final third, it drops into Olmo, he turns, loses it, them continuous transition will get punished. We can't do that. If it goes out to Baini on the left-hand side, cuts in and delivers and they clear it, we have to be ready for those counters. And I don't know how they're going to set up for it. I don't know if they're going to go man for man or I don't know how they're going to do it, but they have to be ready for those counter attacks. That's the way. But we have to make sure those passes are connected in the shot and being precise in those moments. Has to relate to a shot, or it has to go out for a goal kick and then we just reset again. But we can't keep losing it in these little. And I think that's why Pedri isn't playing, because he last couple of games he's played, he keeps losing the ball in these weird areas that he shouldn't be losing it in. He's not naturally going to lose the ball there, but he just, for some reason, in this World Cup, he hasn't been at his best yet. And I think that's why they're going to go with Fabian today, because you just keep it more simpler, and he's not going to do anything too fancy, holds on to it for too long, just going to keep it moving. And I think that's why he'll probably step in for him today. If the news is he's been dropped, I haven't seen it yet, but if what Jay's saying is true, then that's the reason why. But yeah, I think France I think they'll win. I don't think they'll play better. I just think they'll just be clinical when they get the opportunities.
Yeah, I think France is too powerful for them.
Scores, bro.
I think it's going to be 2-0 win by France. I think France is going to be too strong for Spain. Watching France, like I said, their attacking side of the game is the best in this World Cup, and I don't think Spain have the athleticism to even catch up with them. In my opinion, that is anyway. So I think they'll beat them 2-0. And the England game, I think it's going to be 3-1. I agree with Jamie. I think it's going to be 3-1 to England. Argentina keep going to extra time every time they play now. I think they're too tired now, to continue with things like that. But, with England's midfield and attack and the way they complement each other, I think they're going to be too strong for Argentina this time. I think so.
Yeah,
so
I hear you.
3-1.
And it's kind of becoming a little bit like the AFCON when Egypt got to the final, but they had to go through the extra time in every round. You watch them get more and more tired compared to the opposition, because that extra half an hour every round starts adding up big time. You know what I mean? Especially when there's only 3-4 days in between the games and you're playing that extra in there. So yeah, interesting.
And a lot, like you said, Drifty, not a lot of them are pulling their weight. It's just they're relying on Messi too much. You know what I mean? You got Martinez, you got Alvarez, you got so many players there that still haven't arrived at the World Cup yet. So when you're just relying on Messi, it's going to be difficult for you guys to continue with this momentum, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I agree. The extra times it could be, the issue with them, and they're tired.
Did anyone know this? Fun fact: Argentina have never lost a World Cup semi-final in their whole history.
Makes sense, because they either do really well or do really badly.
until
about
tomorrow.
This will be the first time.
He had to throw that in. It was like tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow, the England prop continues. Give me some scorelines, Ram, to finish up. Give me some scorelines, bro.
England 3-1 against Argentina.
Yeah.
And 2-1 France after extra time.
No one giving Spain the win.
It's the lack of attack in it, guys. That's the thing.
Is that not the biggest indicator that Spain are going to pull off a madness?
Here's the thing with Spain. Like, Spain, for me, are the best team in this tournament at keeping the ball and manipulating the ball.
Yeah.
If they can do that against France and they get the opening goal, I think Spain can win it. The problem is if France get the opening goal, Spain have to score 2. And I just don't see them doing that against this France team. So, yeah. They're just like, if Spain, look, if Spain are killing Mbappe, I'd say Spain are winning the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they got that.
They got that killer up front. They
got that pacing killer up
Yeah.
front. It's Mbappe's movement as well off the ball and the way he can, and his pace and the engine and the finishing.
Even if you gave them Kane, Jay. Even if you gave Spain Kane.
Someone that can put the ball in the back of the net regularly.
Yeah,
That's what they did.
I just,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like also as well, like let's not forget it was Spain that knocked out France in the Euros.
it was.
So,
But that's why I'm surprised that nobody felt like Spain can do it. Because
think
I don't
not that
think
they
if
can't
Spain
drift.
win, I don't think it's a shock if Spain win.
I
But
think
if
in the
predictions
Euros,
have made it out like it would be a shot.
No,
the
I don't-
Euros.
Very tight.
Yeah, go on, Ram. Go on.
I was going to say the Euros where France played against Spain. I think it was a different French team
It was.
because I don't think Dembele was in form prior to that tournament. I think Mbappe was here and there, but Elise wasn't a part of that team as well. Neither was Doué.
Either, yeah.
So I think having 2 top quality players, a third one that's come into form, and obviously Mbappe being Mbappe, it boosts your chances so much.
Yeah.
It boosts and plus, Lamine Yamal, I said this prior to the tournament. If the only way for me Spain does well is if Lamine Yamal's fully fit. I still don't think he's fully fit.
He's not.
Something's not right with him, innit? There's something wrong.
and
No,
you
he
can
just
tell-
came back from an injury, so he's not.
Yeah, and you
not
could
that.
tell like he's still got the pizzazz, he's still got the quality, but it's not the same level, you know. It's not the same. It's not the
And
same.
Spain are obviously missing Williams, who was a massive reason why they won the Euros as well. Like, because remember, it was the combination. It wasn't just Yamal, it was Williams as well. There was an argument Williams was better. That both of their wingers are just so cold in that tournament that they just, you know what I mean, that it gave them the firepower.
Is there
they
something
kind
wrong
of
with him,
lacked.
Drifty? Is there something wrong with William? He's on the bench.
Coming
for
back from an
I think
injury
he's
at the
just out of
moment.
form.
And dare I say
Oh.
it, dare I say it,
It's
Drift?
crap. It's the other thing.
We forgot. We forgot one more thing. This was 2024 Euros was pre ACL Rodri, I believe.
Yeah, that's true as well.
I think
Rodri was an animal at that stage, innit?
But remember, pre ACL Rodri was incredible, Jay. And this feels as though Rodri's human again. Like, you know,
You
what
want
I
to
mean?
tell everyone what you said yesterday, Drift, about Rodri and a certain other Spanish midfielder?
Yeah, I'll stand on that business, bro. I think
What
Rodri
was?
is a better
Oh, I was
DM.
watching it, man. What was I saying?
Yeah.
Busquets,
I
yeah.
think he's a better
Okay,
DM
okay.
than Busquets. Doesn't mean Busquets is crap. It doesn't mean I just think Rodri's a better DM at the peak of their powers. I think Rodri's a better DM.
I
than
agree.
Busquets.
I agree.
Rodri's a game
I
winner
agree.
compared to Busquets,
I agree.
What?
in my
You
opinion.
uncultured
Yeah.
swines, bro. What do you mean he's better than him?
I never said it. I said
I think he's
more of a
stronger than
game
him.
winner.
I think he reads the game just as well as him. I think he's got a better
He's a
pass
better
on him.
technical player as well.
Yeah, I just think he's better.
Oh, I don't know about that technical player thing.
No,
I think so. I think so.
Well,
I think
Maybe
so.
not. Maybe
Hey,
not.
T,
the
come and get your
technical
boys,
part.
man. T, come and get your boys.
He's a passer. Busquets is just a passer, man. I mean, there's more to Rodri's game. There's more to Rodri's game. I don't know what you guys are talking about. There's more to Rodri's game than Busquets.
Pace and power,
man.
I think a lot of you lot romanticize.
I think,
yeah. He played in. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
the guy's won the Ballon d'Or as well. There must be a reason he won the Ballon d'Or. If he's that, I mean, come on, Rodri's won the Ballon d'Or. Busquets would never win that. Come on,
I can't believe.
No, but Rodri ain't got no pace, bro. He's not pace.
He's got no pace. Rodri has got no pace
compared to Busquets.
There's more to Rodri's game than Busquets, in my opinion.
No, I don't even know. I think they're probably about the same for pace. I wouldn't say there's any difference between them in pace.
That I've always said that separates for me Xabi Alonso, Busquets, and Rodri. I mean, Rodri between those two, Rodri has won games by himself, i.e., Champions League final winning goals.
So hang on. Let me ask a question. Yeah, what has Busquets that Rodri hasn't? Then
everything.
If you're going by that,
I think he's better. I think he's better.
He dictates the game.
He's
better passer.
He's more skillful. He's more skillful on the ball.
By a country.
No way.
Sergio Busquets.
I must see football different.
I
must see football.
I think Busquets is the best number 6 I've ever seen in my life. Personally.
Nah, not for me.
What?
Yeah, his technical ability is on a level that I've not.
I must be watching a different Busquets to everybody else, man.
Better vision, thank you, my G's. A better vision, better pass.
You know
I think Busquets is more technically better, but the overall package, Rodri is better.
Better first touch as well.
I agree. Busquets is more technical than Rodri, but he can't pass as well as Rodri. He's not as strong as Rodri. He hasn't got
technical abilities passing, bro. What are we doing?
No, on the ball.
Who's bullied Busquets in the middle of the park?
Busquets is better on the ball, as in like when he's got the ball. I think he takes care.
Fabinho bullied Busquets.
That's
Fabinho.
Anyway,
that's my
guy. He knows.
I can see there's a lot of Busquets fans in the building, so I'm not even gonna bother going.
No, I'm not. I think Rodri's better. I think.
I
think he's more commanding as a player than Busquets. He's got more influence in the games than Busquets.
I think Rodri
controlled games. Busquets has never been in control of the game.
I think Rodri.
That was Xavi's job.
I think Rodri only ever had 2 good seasons.
Nah, come on.
Okay, now you're
Rodri's the reason why Man City did 4 in a row, bro.
I think Rodri had 2.
Come on, bro.
I think Rodri had 2.
You as well, T. Oh, shit.
I think Rodri had 2 high-level seasons, which were very high level. I think Busquets had a high level from the day he's played to the day he retires.
Yeah,
and that's the difference.
True.
It's true. It's true.
No, that's nostalgia. That's nostalgia.
Honestly, it's not.
That's nostalgia. But anyway, let's not go back down that rabbit hole. Let's finish up with. Oh God, it's not even bloody positive news, but let's finish up with some Liverpool.
Oh, we got positive news, all right.
Right. Big up everyone. Actually, I got a super. Big up everyone. Appreciate you guys joining. Make sure you smash that like button for me, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to everyone's channels as well, which is in the description. Big up Ace. Says France and Argentina better because they can play with and without the ball. Mbappe wins the World Cup and goes from dictator to emperor of football. Real Madrid win the Champions League and Kylian does back-to-back Ballon d'Ors.
You know, if France win the World Cup, Dembele's winning the Ballon d'Or again and not Mbappe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, or Elise, Jay, or Elise could win it because Elise had a better.
If Dembele gets the winning goal, oh, he's getting Ballon d'Or again.
Yeah, if he gets the winning goal, yeah.
Actually, you know, Drifty, you've not even give us your score predictions.
Yeah, bro.
If
people don't seem to enjoy or like my opinions,
say it, man.
I'll keep them to myself.
No, say it. You can say what you want, Joe.
Argentina's your channel, right?
For some reason, the crazy in me thinks we're gonna get a Spain-Argentina final. I don't know why. I just think we're gonna get a Spain-Argentina final.
Well, so Messi's home nation against Messi's adopted nation, yeah.
And I think Spain do back-to-back. I think they do Euros World Cup back-to-back. I don't know. I don't ask me why. Maybe it's the fact they don't concede many goals. Maybe it's the fact that I haven't, even though France have been super impressive, I've still seen teams kind of take them to the edge. Like they just beat Morocco, if you get what I mean. The game before that, they only won 1-0 as well. So even with all this firepower, I'm looking at. I'm just like something just tells me Spain are gonna just upset the apple cart here. I don't know why. I don't know. I just
because the two favorites are France and England to go through to the final, innit? So you're thinking,
so there's something about it that just, and we know what England are like. They've done really well under Southgate. Don't get me wrong, but there's just always a bottle in England somewhere. Like we should have never lost to Italy. That final against Italy is no one can't tell me nothing. Mancini might be a good manager and managed to pull that tournament off because of how crap Italy are. But England should have, once they went 1-0 up, that game should have been done.
Wrapped up.
Like, England should have, there's just always a bottle in England somewhere. And I'm like,
well, they almost did it against Norway, to be fair.
Well, it's going to end at some stage. Spain used to have the same issues. They had a bottle in moments in the past. So it's going to end at some stage, innit? So
that's true. That's true. You know what I mean?
It's all off played that pass to Haaland like he should have. Are we talking about it? Are we talking about England in the semi?
No, we're not.
No.
No, I forgot to ask you lot, actually. Did you not think it was the right decision to disallow the Norway corner?
There's too much going on.
Let's not talk about it because
it's a foul. Like he pushed him.
I see it every single. I mean, I see it every single week. And
no, but Jamie, like if like someone's hands are like this and they do this. Yeah,
it happens every week, and it continues.
No, but like it's a foul, right? I'm not saying Elliot Anderson, Elliot Anderson is I'm saying like
he already knows he plays for Man City. He knows what. He's doing.
You know what I'm saying. So literally, how he dropped on the floor was a little bit, like the Oscar goes to, but like, you know what I mean. But like, it was a push.
It was a push.
It was a push.
But what I'm saying is, I see them every week. They never give them.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. In the Premier League,
it is a foul. It is a foul,
though.
Yeah. But they never usually give them.
Liverpool news, guys. So there's two things. We'll start with the smaller news, and then we'll end with the rumor. So,
what's happening?
Andoni Iraola very much likes Stefan Bajcetic.
Where's Cal? Where's Cal?
Midfielder to stay at Liverpool, and he is going to assess him during pre-season. The 21-year-old, if he does stay, if he's not sold this summer, will be renewing his contract.
My Serbian Spanish don. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, I don't think any of us doubt the fact that he's talented, right? When he burst onto the scene in the year he had on loan, he proved he's talented. But has the ship sailed? What could this be the resurgence of all resurgence, or is this just FSG doing another? Let's use training as our transfer.
Hey, them man, they're gone though, isn't it? No, on a real drift.
Right.
I think we should just let it play out. Let's see how preseason goes and judge him from then. Because at the moment, it's only speculation. Most people didn't watch him when he was at Las Palmas and the other loans. When he was there, he was playing really well. People weren't realizing how good he was there. He got the injury, and obviously he's been out of sight, out of mind. Then all the new guys, the bodies of this world, and all these guys are, setting the world alight at the moment, showing it. But he hasn't had the opportunity to show us what he was doing when Klopp was here. So let's see how he does in preseason. And if he doesn't cut in, you can see, it's a bit. Then you can go, do you know what? Let's just sell him and make some money. But at the moment, I'm willing to gamble, bro. I'm willing to see what he does. At least for preseason. At least. I don't think the ship is sailed yet, man. I think he will surprise a lot of you, man. Hey, listen, Barca wanted him at one point.
He's talented. There's no doubt about it. He's
Barca was like, drop him in our midfield so he can the old school Busquets, not Rodri. Them ballers,
A-grade hater, bro.
Shit. Well, is no one gonna say nothing about that high praise and just gave him by
Sergio
DM? Damn. Anybody else happy that Bajcetic is getting a chance? Anybody think it's ridiculous? Jay, I saw you screw up your face.
I just don't care.
Don't care.
I just don't like. I've been hearing about is that
Busquets, Sergio Busquets.
Like, is he? I don't even know. I don't think he's that good personally. Even when he came in, I just don't know if he's Liverpool level. To be fair. And he's been he hasn't started a game for Liverpool for 2 years. I just think it's a massive ask for him to just all of a sudden come back into the Liverpool squad.
3 years, Jay.
Yeah, be this player
That's
that
a long time, man.
everyone thinks he wants him to be. I just think that's a bit difficult on him. So I don't know. I don't know what you do with him. There's no point loaning him because if he's not ever going to play for Liverpool, just sell him, in my opinion. It's interesting. But look, Iriola might be the right guy for him at the end of the day. He might be the guy for him.
One Spaniard to another, Jay. One Spaniard to another.
He might look at him and think, you know what, your technical ability, your athleticism, it suits what I want in that midfield, and he might shine. I've always said some players, sometimes talent don't always translate with certain managers, certain systems, and you need the right person to come along to get your talent translated. So this might be the one. Iriola might be the guy for him.
Yeah, definitely. And on the other Liverpool news, guys, this is from Ornstein.
Hey, Drift, what's the other guy's opinion before you move on to that one?
I don't want to talk about it.
I think everyone made their point. Man.
Yeah, I think everyone has made their point, man. No,
now ends. We got literally got 53 minutes until kickoff.
Why are you doing this, ends, man?
No. Me and Jay,
come on, bro.
Stuck our chest out, and he said, "Look, I don't know. I have to wait and see." I'm like, "Yo, give him an opportunity." And you man are just hiding. What's going on?
We got 53 minutes left, bro. We haven't got time, bro. We haven't got time.
We ain't got time. Let's move, man. Next subject, man.
We got time.
Drifty, that's not the point. Drifty, why you have to say that, Drifty?
Why do you always do that, Drifty, man?
I'm intrigued. I was just gonna let you lot off the
so
hook,
scared, Drifter, saying their opinions, bro. They're so scared. Don't worry about it. They're so scared.
No one wants to get caught out.
Not here sticking their chest out for a Man City player.
If you want my opinion,
or when it comes to a Liverpool player,
if we have the time for my opinion, so it ends. If we have the time for my opinion, yeah, I'm leaning towards what Ends is saying.
Nah, don't get on my side.
See, you don't want to hear my opinion. I hear it, bro. I hear it, bro. I hear it.
Your opinion.
I'm leaning towards what Ends is saying. I think there's that when the guy came through the starting 11 in 22-23, you saw some form of quality there. He's been unlucky with injuries, and look, we don't know if he's gotten used to his growing problems or whatever it is. We don't know if he's gotten used to the fact that his physicality has changed a little bit. But I'm intrigued to see what he's about. I'm intrigued to see if there's still that same player that we saw that was showing levels to an aging midfield in 22-23. And if there is a player still in there, he's going to be a massive asset for this team, because again, a player like Bajcetic, who from what we've seen and the kind of player that he looks like, we don't have that in our team. We don't. And if he ends up showing the potential or showing the quality that we've seen from him, he's going to be a massive asset for us, man. So I'm with Ends. I want to keep the guy, see what he's about, and then, we'll see how the season pans out.
What I worry about with Steffi is when you lose key years of development, that is when I think it can affect you.
Yeah.
So because he's missed out on football for 2 of the last 4 years through bad injuries, that's what I'm worried about.
Can I make a case for this though, Drifty? Can I argue Robin van Persie? Because then before he joined Arsenal, wasn't he touted as an injury-prone player? He can't stay fit. He's always had these growing pains.
No, I think it was when he got to Arsenal that happened, bro. I don't think it was happening in Holland. I think it's when he got to Arsenal that he started getting injured.
I thought that was the risk when they signed him. Was like, what's the point?
It
of
might have
signing
been.
a kid?
It might have been. But
I don't know.
I remember. I know it was a wonder kid, and then I think when he got to Arsenal, he just kept getting injured all the time at Arsenal. So maybe,
not sure.
Maybe.
It's what everyone's telling me. Yeah, let me get this right. So everyone's telling me Steven Bajcetic is the number 6 we need, so we don't need to buy a midfielder. Yeah.
No, because I still need I still want a 6 as well, Dre.
No, I did he's like Graham Birch is a 6, Bajcetic is a 6. So we don't need to buy one, no. Everyone's happy.
That's how it sounds like.
If he proves himself in pre-season, then yeah.
Everyone's
cool. Richard Rios is available, bro. He's
if we don't buy a DM and then Steffi does well in pre-season, I can guarantee there won't be many people happy with that.
No.
But then you're just unhappy that we didn't buy a player, but someone's doing the job.
I think that's what
everyone is going to be upset because they're going to want us to buy a player. So
And
there
they
will be a crash out online.
and
if
don't
that happens.
and don't that show the fickle world of football fans? Then
There is one person that will be very happy.
I know
the
there
world.
is.
We all know him very well as well.
For all I know, when my phone just went off, that was him.
I'm telling you, if anyone knows in the group chat, someone sent me something about Cal. He's not beating the allegations, bro. He will never beat the allegations.
He loves Steffi, bro. So
to me, like, just let him go, man. He's been here long enough. He didn't make it as a Liverpool, regular. It's been like I don't understand why we keep players around that's never made that Liverpool. There's a reason they loaned him out. If he's good enough, he should have played by now. You know what I mean? So I think like we've got to move on, and we need to get better players in for us to develop as a team. Like that's going to be challenging for league titles. I don't think Betis is the one. If he was, he should have been in the first team a while ago. So yeah, I just think like at a certain point of your life, you've got to move on from players, and I think he's one of them. Like stop living on hope. Just move on from these type of players, man, because he's been here long enough, guys. Like, how much more can you take of this? You know what I mean?
So I think there was like someone in the comments said that he's only 21. Is he 21, 20, like 22?
21.
So like it feels like he's a lot older. And if we're looking at Iriola as someone that's going to improve players, isn't this like the perfect blueprint or like the perfect template of like someone that again he's openly spoken about? So if he's openly spoken about him, then there's like something there.
Well, he's gonna say that in the beginning, T. You know what I mean? Because he's a new club, innit? He's gonna say good things about players. He said the same thing about Harvey Elliott.
It's the talent. I don't think it's the talent, guys. But if you've had 2 really bad injuries at that young age, and missed 2 years of football, the worry is: are you injury prone? Will you ever be able to play long enough?
Drifty is like Jamie said. Do you prefer a new player that's going to be consistently in the team that's going to push you forward, or are you going to like go back to this and we don't get a DM in? What do you want? Which one are you going to choose? Not getting a DM in, or going to keep this guy? I mean, so you got to like think about it that way. If he's going to be given the chance, he has to be part of the first team. That means a position in the team is going to be nothing's going to come in that position. So that's what worries me in regards to.
He had the same injury as Saka, and we've seen what that done to Saka's career. And he had an abductor injury that he had to have surgery on as well. He's had 2 bad injuries, and he's only 21. Do you get what I mean? I'm more worried about his fitness than I am anything.
But exactly what Jamie said, we now are looking at this as a very impatient lot of Liverpool fans where we just want to buy players. But again, Iriol is coming to actually do exactly what we want in terms of to create players and actually create a system. And you know what? Like, I know he's from, I don't know, where he's from, but like, we can say he's kind of one of our own because he's kind of come through the youth system, or like I don't know exactly where he came from.
We bought him for as a centre back.
We bought him really young, I think.
Yeah. So we bought him as a centre back, and then he ended up playing in midfield for Klopp for his first pre-season.
Okay,
he played in midfield, but he was actually bought for a centre back for the under 18s. I think it was at the time.
18s. So this kind of discarding of players just because. Yes, he's had 2 serious injuries. But he's 21, and if he's kind of played already, okay, I know it's in the Spanish league, so it's a little bit slower and it's kind of not as physical and not as demanding. But if there's a player in there, and we've kind of identified certain areas of the pitch where we need improving. We're not saying that he's going to be a starter, but he'll be great for the squad. So it's kind of something that we have to look at. Like we can't just discard players because they've not. So it's like going to be the same thing with Harvey Elliott. Like people are going to say we should, discard him because he had an awful end of season last season. No, like we've all seen the talent that this man possesses, and again, if kind of Iriola can literally work his magic like we've seen him do with like Bournemouth, then we've got a player. You know what I mean? So it's not just about buying £100 million.
100 million.
Oh, yeah, 100 million pound players and No, like we have someone that's at least knows a little bit of in terms of what the Premier League is about. So let's wait, man.
T, like if it stops you getting a DM, would you take that?
If he performs, then
yes. If he performs, then yes. Then we can spend that money somewhere else.
If he performs and the manager likes him.
The only reason I disagree is just from a selfish point of view that I want a shit house in the team now. But if we win, we win, innit? If we win,
we can get.
No, I do. I want a
under
chin
eight,
kicker. I told you yesterday.
Yeah,
I
man.
want a shin kicker now.
You
I
know-
want
you
something.
Do you
I
not
think
rate his performances when he did play in the team?
No, but Sech was wicked when he came into the team that season.
But that was a bad team anyway, man. The bad season.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The
But he
point is
kinda
about
carried
him
the midfield
performing in
squad.
it. It's not about the
Yeah.
team. His own individual
qualified
performance.
Champions League that season.
Was you
as
in?
well, I remember.
Did you like it or did you not?
He was
No,
alright.
individually, I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah, I thought he was individually. He was
I-
alright.
I don't know what it is. I might look at things a little differently. I
Mm.
think all this DM stuff is a bit over the top and a myth. I really do, because I've seen people have DMs in their team and perform terribly as a side and see chance after chance and goal after goal. I think it's more about system and how you set up as a team defensively and an attacking team with them kind of players. You know, you can set up with a really good system and get players in positions that suits their abilities, and you can be that guy. I mean, you got to look at. I think the way the world's going now is that a lot of people want these sort of like, you know, passing athletes in midfield that have defensive knowledge and defensive abilities over, you know, an out DM like Polinia or whatever his name is, the former Tottenham player. He's a DM. I wouldn't have him in my team at all, but he's a proper out and out school defensive midfielder. He's a terrible footballer.
Not at this stage of his career, but 2 or 3 years ago, I would have took
No, I don't think he's that good. I really don't. I think it's all about systems. I really do. I think.
Oh yeah, no, that's how football's good. That's why football stinks.
I think you can put Gravenberch in the 6 and make the system better, and I think you'd be perfectly fine. I really do.
It will be interesting.
Yeah, that's my opinion anyway.
I mean, we're very split as a fan base about what type of midfielders we need, which kind of
You know what is Drifty with the reason I want a DM that can compete in that role is because it's the fear factor. That's what we need in that midfield. If you look at our midfield, there's never someone that takes, puts the opposition into fear mode or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They bypass our midfield with ease. Nobody makes challenges. There's no slide tackles. There's nothing that when you look at our midfield. If we have someone like a Fabinho type, someone like that, can win you games, in their defensive ability, in the air, on the floor, everything like that, then, we will concede less goals. We won't have people coming through that midfield. You know what I mean? Whenever someone is there, like a wall, you look at the opposition, they have that fear factor. That's what you need. This is why you need that strong DM there. As soon as we got Fabinho in, you saw the Liverpool team. It was different to the ones we used to have in the past. There was no one getting past that. We used to accommodate games in a certain way. If it has to be a defensive style, we went defensive. If it has to be attacking style, we went attacking. That's how I see it in that role. We need that fear factor, and I don't think we have enough of that. Especially last season, when you look at us last season, they were cutting through that midfield like there's no one there. And you look at Gravenberch. Okay, he played well in the season we won the Premier League, but you saw him last season. He was getting out strength. He wasn't really winning any battles. So this is why you need a midfielder that's more of the ilk of Fabinho in that role, so we could have that moments of dominance in games as well.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the way to football now. No one.
I think football is going back, mate. If you see Mourinho coming back into football now, I think football is going back to. They're going to forget about this tiki-taka style now, mate. I'm telling you, it's going back to. If you look at Arsenal the way they played last season, that's the kind of football.
Arsenal haven't got a DM.
No, but they defenders and eight.
Yeah, but their midfielders are all basically eights that play as a defensive unit because it's about structure. That's what I'm saying. It's like with Liverpool back in the past. I think what gets glossed over a lot about Liverpool defensively under Klopp is that our strikers were defenders as much as they were strikers.
Yeah,
we defended from the final third, not just our final third. Yeah. We defended high up as a team. It was
of course.
It was about the structure of the side. This is why I keep saying I think Liverpool got better players than what showed last year. They just played a system that don't benefit any player that we had apart from Szoboszlai. That's why he's the only one who shone brightly, because the way we played benefited him. You could argue everyone else it never benefited. So we were lacking in every area. I just want to get look. You can get midfielders. I think a lot of midfielders have got very good defensive abilities and know how to read a game and stuff like that. But they might not be an out defensive midfielder, if that makes sense. And by the look of it, that's what Liverpool are looking at, and that's what a lot of teams are looking at today as well. To be fair,
yeah, it will be interesting. We'll keep an eye on it.
It's the way the game's played. It's the Fabinhos and that. I think are going to be like. Not a lot of teams play with single sixes.
But he can play as
anymore.
well. That's the thing with Fabinho. It's just a defensive
he
midfielder.
could.
He
He
can
could
actually
actually
play
play.
football. You know what I mean? It depends on the game. It depends on the games as well with Fabinho. You know what I mean?
I actually think going back and looking at it now, Jordan Henderson was the main midfielder for Liverpool.
I'm not disagreeing with Jordan Henderson being
I
important.
can't disagree with that, but I think they all just played their role.
Yeah, they all played their
played their
part.
role.
I always think when Liverpool didn't have Henderson playing, I think Liverpool always looked worse.
I think in overall, I think each player in each position had their part to play. That's why that team was so functionally good. That's why we were so hard to beat. That's why I will still say we have the best defensive record in modern era. And I'm not talking about Mourinho. I'm talking about this era where it's all about systems, all about getting players into attacking positions. Other than Mourinho's team in the modern era, Liverpool in 1819 have the best defense. Other than that Mourinho team,
Strikers were defenders.
103 points out of 105 would suggest that's a fact.
It's because Mane, Bobby, and Salah suffocated the hell out of you. You couldn't breathe.
not just
Yeah,
them. Robbo would also
about
push
that
up.
team.
Trent would also push up. Hendo,
Creativity was everywhere.
it was just everywhere. That team was
that won
everywhere.
the league, yeah. We may have given the extra bit of praise to Mane and Mo because obviously the goal scorers do normally get the credit. But that team was so good. I don't truly believe there was one standout individual. From Matip to
I don't
Virgil,
believe that either.
Robbo to
No.
Trent to Alisson to the midfield, everybody played their part.
Pulled their weight. Everybody pulled their weight.
That's the furthest thing from a one-man team I've ever seen. Honestly,
No.
everybody in that team was high level, high quality.
Drifty, how do you beat Barcelona at home 4-0 with that Firmino and Salah? Do you know what I mean?
Crazy, bro.
Come on. Like, let's be realistic
Crazy.
here, man.
That
Everybody
team was
pulled their
so
weight. Man.
good. I know we enjoyed it while we lived it, but did we really realize what we were witnessing?
Nope.
Like, you know, when you look back and you're like, oh, please take me back to 18. Please. Like,
You'd argue it's not. You'd argue though it's not Liverpool's actual best midfield in the Premier League era.
no, that
No,
was
you can't.
Mascherano and Gerrard, didn't it?
Gerrard,
Mascherano,
Alonso's.
Alonso.
Although
Alonso,
if you put Gerrard in that team, that I think that becomes our best ever midfield.
No, with
If you
Sissoko
put Gerrard
as well,
in the Klopp team.
You know what Sissoko was? You know, everyone, because Sissoko got injuries, so he didn't play as much, but he was a great player. Sissoko is what Onana is today for Villa.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what Sissoko was for
yeah.
Liverpool, and he still didn't get in the team. So I think that's Liverpool's best ever midfield.
Sissoko was so good, man. I really liked Sissoko.
Liverpool just never had the squad. That's why we didn't win anything with that team.
No, bro. I still believe it was the mistake of selling Robbie Keane in January. I'm telling you, we win the league that year if we didn't sell Robbie
maybe.
Keane in January. That was a mistake. But let's finish up with some forward news, guys. So by way of David Ornstein, Liverpool really like Bradley Barcola. PSG want to keep him, but they are realistic. He only has 2 years left in his contract. He's not a regular starter. He wants to be, and he will not sign a new deal. Liverpool have him high in their thinking, and imagine Barcola himself will be attracted to the club. Arsenal are also interested, though. Hold on. With France still in the tournament, PSG, I'm told, don't want to trouble him or take his focus away from the World Cup. So it's likely the situation will change after the World Cup, which is where we'll get developments. So I just want to end, guys. Do you lot truly believe we're going to get Barcola? Or do you think... Because I'll start. I think Liverpool are going to end this window with not one marquee signing. Now, that's not me saying we're not going to buy any good players. But when we talk about that Wirtz, Isak, marquee signing, I don't think Liverpool's going to end this window with any marquee signings.
If their first signing wasn't, the marquee signing, then I don't think so.
I think Liverpool's whole plan this summer, and I've said this since the end of the season, Liverpool's plan was to buy Diamonde and Barcola at the same window. Liverpool went to buy Diamonde. To be fair, they put 100 million euros down on the table, and his club said no. They want ridiculous money. Fabrizio's retweeted his thing today about Liverpool and Barcola as well. I think he's the guy Liverpool want, and I think Liverpool go and get him. The proof said Liverpool got the money. As I said, they went and put 100 million down Diamonde. The only reason we didn't get him is because his club said no. The club said, yeah, Diamonde will be a Liverpool player. So I think, Barcola is the guy Liverpool are looking at. I don't know if there's anyone else Liverpool are looking at in that wide areas.
Didn't Fabrizio do something today, Jay? Like on
retweeted
Twitter?
The Barcola Liverpool thing with an eyes.
He did that with Isak before, didn't he, or someone like that?
Yeah,
so.
He retweeted.
How much is he worth? How much is it in pounds? He's worth, this guy?
105, 110.
Who, Barcola?
Yeah.
There hasn't actually been like a proper determined price, but the rumors are about 100 to 120. Pretty much the money we would have paid for Diamonde, somewhere in that region, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we should go and get him, to be fair, guys.
But do you think we will, though, bro? Do you think Liverpool will get their Barcola over the line?
I don't know, bro. I really don't know. It's the same question was asked on Don Hussein. I really don't know. It's like I said about the Muniz thing when everybody was, telling me about, it's exciting signing, and I said that's the least of my worries. If they're not signed the marquee signing first, it's going to be difficult for us to get someone through the door. I don't know, Drifty. I really don't know, bro. Because I want him, obviously. As I said in the previous stream that we was on, I said let's just get him now, get him through the door. And whatever finance we have to pay, just get him through the door, and then we could concentrate on the right wing another time. You could use him on the right wing for now. If you know what I mean, he could use his pace and do whatever he can on the right wing, and then once we get that left-sided player, and I know you guys probably don't like the one I always talk about, Ryan from Bournemouth, in January. You could switch him over to the left as well, so we've got more options obviously in the wings and all that stuff. So I'd rather just get him through the door now, just pay whatever it takes to now, and then concentrate on the other holes that we have in the team, and then we could concentrate on the right wing afterwards. But are we going to get him? If we haven't signed a marquee signing first, majority of the time there's no one after that comes, in my opinion. So I don't think so.
Ram, T, anyone think we're going to end up with Barcola? I can tell by your faces. Nobody.
No. I believe we may. I believe we may. I think because of
if I said you've got to put this month's wages on it, are you picking no or yes?
No.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
I'd say yes.
Why?
I'd say yes.
Nah, because I don't know. I couldn't convince the main target, the second target as well. You couldn't convince him, and he wants to go there. Why would I want to go to a different club? What are you going to offer me that Arsenal can't offer me?
That's true.
I don't think Arsenal win for Barcola.
I think they're all in on Morgan
Rogers. They seem to be interested in Barcola.
Well, they freed up the space, don't they? Freed up the space.
Oh, Trossard's gone today, isn't it?
Yeah. So and they got the space to put someone there.
I think they're all in on Morgan Rogers' ends. I'll be real.
Yeah, but Morgan Rogers can't be playing left wing for Arsenal.
Well, you can speak to Mikel about that, bro.
And he's not going there to play fucking left wing. Bro. That's crazy. He might as well stay at Villa.
That is an Arteta type of signing, though. And he doesn't like the big superstar personality type players. He prefers the minions that will listen to him. So Rogers is definitely more of that than Barcola is.
Barcola. Well, we're speculating that Barcola don't listen. Of course he does. Clearly, he's playing. He's one of the best managers in the world. But
he is the superstar though. But Barcola in the world of football, he's looked at as like one of those. Do you know what I mean? The glamorous. I don't think Arteta likes glamorous players. I could be wrong.
If he had the option, I think we'll buy him though, Drifty. I think if he had the option, he'll buy him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Drift, I disagree.
Yeah, I think he'll buy him if he had the option.
And
he's young as well. It's not that it's not like in his prime or anything like that. Yeah,
I think Morgan Rogers is more of a left winger than he is anywhere else.
He's a box to box for me.
I thought he was a box to box player.
He's definitely a box to box.
I swear he's played left wing more than any other.
No, he has last season.
Yeah, last season.
But the seasons before, I think he's.
And last season was probably his best year, wasn't it? So.
But the way Villa plays different to Arsenal, so I'm interested to how Arteta would utilize him. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, I don't know. I think Liverpool just got to be all over the Barcola stuff and get it done.
Get it done, man. Just get it done.
We need wingers. It's the profile of winger we're looking at.
But Jay, do you think we're going to get him though? Or you say no?
At this moment in time, I think we will. Again, it all depends if. Look, apparently PSG are trying to get Fran Torres through the door. I don't know if that's true or not. They got Akilush through the door already.
Yeah.
They got that young guy.
New. That was that I was proper shocked by that.
Yeah, it shocked me, man.
They got that young guy in their academy they really rate as well, don't they?
The one that Matt likes.
Yeah, so I don't know. Look, I think PSG they understand business like everyone else does. He's got 2 years left on his deal. If he's not going to sign a new contract, they'll probably look to let him go. At the end of the day, it could work back both ways. They could let Barcola go, and then they go and get their Diamonde to replace him, and they're waiting to do that to see what Barcola. PSG might be waiting until after the World Cup to see what Barcola's heads at. Sign a new deal or not? Yeah. We really want Diamonde, like that, and then everything falls. I don't know. I just don't know what Liverpool are going to do if they don't get a Barcola.
Would you just get Jay? Would you just get him and
they'll just go and get Hassan from Egypt and Minter from Brighton?
I'm all right.
Run it.
I'm all right with Minter.
Run it, man.
I think there's a lot of upscale with Minter. I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
But
would you accept just one marquee signing for like Barcola? Would you just accept that? Just one marquee?
No, but okay. So literally, I think we're very obsessed with this word marquee. Like what does that mean? Because when like
players top quality, bro.
You know how it is, T, man. Come on.
No, but okay. So, and again, I'm kind of looking through like the comments, I'm kind of trying to gauge in terms of what people are saying. And literally, there was someone that said, "Was Mane and Salah marquee signings?" No, exactly what Jamie said. They fit the system. Yeah. You need players, at this present moment in time, like again, like we've lost Kanate, we've lost Salah. We've lost
Robbo.
Frank, so literally, we're about 3 or 4 players down from actually competing in every single competition. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So a marquee sign, we made all of our marquee signings last year, and literally again, I think Ariola's come in to literally make those signings fit a system. So literally, I think with the kind of Nuno's signing, I think Minter from Brighton would actually, for me, do an amazing job. And again, I don't think buying a £100 million player that can't get into the PSG team doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't make sense.
Pay 80 million for Minter to?
Yes.
There's upscale with Minter, massive upscale.
100%.
You know what? You can have the passcode, the rights and everything to Drifty TV if we sign
it. 80 million for Minty. Oh,
yeah, no, honestly,
does Minty low, like T's saying, does Minty probably suit more of an Iriola style that we want to play with more than some of the other players we're looking at? So if he suits the style, because I always think, I always look at it like this. I think good players in a great system can become great players. I think great players in a bad system can look very average at times, and I think we saw that last season. And I think we need balance. Our team's not balanced at all. And if you've got a good left winger, say like Liverpool did get a Barcola and they paid him left wing, and you got a Minter and played him right wing, you got Isaac through the middle. That is a far better forward line than it was last year, and that had Salah and Gakpo in it because it's more balance and it's giving you more structure in the way the manager wants to play as well. So I'm all for it. I think like you said about Mane and Salah, like I remember when we bought them. I remember when we bought Salah, there were some Liverpool fans who didn't want him.
100%.
Yeah, but those Liverpool fans didn't understand his journey. No, I'm not even saying that.
And you're forgetting as well. The club was in different place at that time as well, Drifty.
Yeah, and we had a better manager then. I'm not saying you lot are wrong. Yeah, I'm not saying Jay's wrong. I just feel like I'm being gaslit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Drift. I think we just need to see after the first preseason game. I think everything will be a lot more clearer for us, and then we'll know: would a Minter be better? Would a Barcola be better? And then I think you can then start thinking about what players could fit in terms of what you saw, deficiencies or positives that you saw from that first game. I think that's why we got to watch it. Not obviously, I want them to win the game, but not just watch that. Just see what he's trying to do, and go. Do you know what? If we had this guy in this system, could he make us go up another level? I think after the first game everything will be clear, man. You're not being gaslit, Drift, but if Minter fits the system better,
yeah, exactly. Then he fits the system.
Oh,
his pace and be able to go at fullbacks on that right hand side gives you more openings for your players.
The thing is,
I've never watched Minter and been impressed.
What I
even
want
when
to
he
know
cooked
is
us, Drift.
Anybody can cook us, bro.
No,
dude.
You're in a bad way, bro. Anyone can cook us, bro.
Nah, dude,
Oh,
that's dark.
well, he played on the left that day, didn't he? Against Frimpong, didn't it? So it's a different thing. But the thing I want, what I want to know is, guys, like, why are we always obsessed with left-footed players playing on the right? I don't know where this is it a new thing nowadays? Like, why can't we have a right-footed player on the right and a left-footed player on the what's wrong with that? Why is that a taboo? I don't understand.
You answered it already, Fuzzy. It's a new you answered it.
But why don't we change? You know what I mean, and do something like that? Because don't forget, we've got a focal point now as strikers that are number 9s. So if you actually have proper wingers, maybe it could help out the strikers to score more goals.
I agree with that, Fuzz.
I think it's too much, brainwashing moments with this football
People hear
stuff.
Jacob Murphy and then start laughing, but actually ignore the facts that he was a right-footed right winger who delivered the ball on numerous occasions, and that was what Isak enjoyed playing with.
Yeah. And like, you know what, Foz? You know what? You're absolutely right. And going back to the World Cup slightly, you are now seeing wingers playing on their right, on their strongest side. And like they're getting the ball quickly in the box, and then you are seeing defenders panic, and you are seeing like tap-ins. So maybe the style of play could change, but I mean, it's a style of play. It's literally,
and it could be a cheaper option as well if you get a right-footed person playing the right. You know what I mean? So you might not have to spend that much money. You know what I mean?
Well, also it does. A player can play on his instincts a lot quicker, can't he?
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
So they not have to think about stuff. They can just bang and go. Like, I think we've got to just get out of the thing that we've obviously had Salah for 9 years, and players like that who are machines with numbers. Like Salah's a numbers guy, of course, massive. Do we actually need that anymore, or do we need a bit more balance in our
more of a
players?
team? Yeah.
I'm not saying our wingers shouldn't score a goal or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that should be their number one priority. Going out there and scoring. We have got to get the best out of Wirtz and Isak, and the reason Wirtz was poor last year is because we had no pace in our team. We had no transition. We couldn't get. The year before that, when we won the league, you could throw the ball, you could kick the ball 70 yards down to the corner. Diaz and Darwin and Jota and all that would chase it, right? They would just chase it naturally because it's part of their game. And because they're chasing it, guess what? You open up space for all other players and you open up the game more. Last year, we had none of that. Everyone was ball to feet. Everybody. So if you got everyone ball to feet, it's actually, you got Wirtz standing there going, like, what am I meant to do here? I've got McAllister literally on my pocket. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm not saying Wirtz has still got to prove himself for me anyway, but if we got to get the best out of Isak and Wirtz, we need different profile wingers that we've had in the last few years. We just do.
I'd rather play Rio on the right than pay money for Minter, though. Do you get what I mean? Like, if we're gonna go down that route, we've got a young G right there.
Oh,
he played.
Have you seen him today?
Liverpool and England when he played. So
have you seen him today? He looks like he's filled out more, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Because at that age, Jay, you're gonna continuously start to get more muscle. You're gonna get taller. You know what I mean? Like, he's still young. Do you know what I'm saying? Remember when Origi came back and he gained like about 3 or 4 inches in height. Remember, he used to be the same height as Sturridge, and then he came back and he was way taller. It was like when they held it, but it was because he was young, innit? So when he came back off the loan, it was like, oh shit. So I don't know, guys, but look, let's end it there. I know the game is going to be kicking off really soon. Has anyone actually got anything to promote, like in the immediate? Has anyone on their channels got anything they got coming up in the next 12 hours or 24 hours?
Nah.
No, but guys, all the links will be in the description to everyone's channel. I hope you lot are going over and subscribing. Make sure you smash the like button as well, guys. I appreciate you. If you're watching on X, give me a retweet as well. Big up everyone. Got 2 supers to finish up with, and then we'll get out of it. Big up the COP Tribunal. Final predictions for the games tonight. This did come in after we'd already done them. So I think everybody has predicted France apart from me for tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm the only one who's gone with it.
Why have I got a feeling that Drift's prediction is correct?
It's got a funny feeling, man.
Yeah, because usually, do the favourites always go through? It's like,
I just got a funny feeling. Big up Ace as well. Says Kylian Mbappe already has 4 granted, 42 GA in 44. Champions League top goal scorer, and people say he was poor. I do think it is a bit weird. People said he had a poor season. You can't score 44 goals for Real Madrid and you've had a poor season.
No,
it doesn't even make any sense.
You can't.
Scoring and creating from central positions this World Cup. Final form, best 9 in the world. I disagree there. That's still Harry Kane and Haaland for me. But
he's
Mbappe,
still got to catch it up, yeah.
Mbappe,
Haaland, man. I've never seen any. I haven't seen anything like Haaland for years. The man literally does not want to get involved in games of football. He just wants to play. He just wants to play in the periphery. He just wants 4 touches a game and get 3 goals. That's his game, and he does it. To be fair, it works. So
moments, in games.
He's an excellent player in this generation. There's no doubt about it. But he was born in the wrong generation.
He's very old school.
20 years ago,
old school.
It would be with a smaller partner playing alongside him with just crosses coming into the box all game. Haaland will be getting 100 goals a season. It'll be crazy.
He's extremely old.
He was almost born in the wrong era, even though he's still doing really well in this era. It's the maddest thing ever. But yeah, Haaland, man, big up to him. He had a great and you know what I like about Haaland? Because even though I've hated on him as him being like a City player, he's a rival and all that. He's a brilliant guy. I'm not gonna lie. He's funny. He's witty. He's good. He's cool. You see him being kind to kids and stuff on the social. He's just a cool guy. Like, I like Haaland. I've got time for Haaland.
Have you seen that video of him eating? And he looks at himself in the mirror and scares the shit out of himself.
Yeah,
have you seen that? It's hilarious.
Yeah, and plus he hates Gabriel Drift as well. Drifty don't like Gabriel.
Well, there you go. That's just a bonus. You know what I'm saying? There. Nah, I got a lot of time for Haaland. Hey, he plays for the rivals, so fuck him in that way. But I got time for Haaland. He's a cool guy. I like him, man. He's a good person.
Okay, Drift. You know what I mean? So, who you got more time for, Haaland or Jude?
Jude's a great person as well. Off the pitch, I'm not gonna lie. Jude is off the pitch. He's brilliant, man. He does the charity.
Jude's a very humble guy.
Yeah. I think they might be on the same level in terms of like character. They're both just really good guys.
And he going out with the Love Island host.
Who?
Which one?
Jude Bellingham.
Oh, is it?
I
don't know. Yeah,
I thought his
Maya Chamber or whatever her name is.
I thought it was his girlfriend was Spanish.
No, that's Diaz.
Maybe.
That's Diaz.
You're talking about Diaz, isn't it?
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, I don't know, but both of them are doing really well in terms of like off the field with their personalities. I like them both, to be honest. Too. I think they're both just really cool guys. Yeah, Bellingham has taken a lot of pressure at a young age. I think people, because he looks mature and he speaks mature, I think people have forgotten that he's been in this game since he was 19. And I can't even imagine being 19 and having the amount of press.
Man, it was younger. It was 16.
16.
No, I mean when he was like at Dortmund, that it really kicked off.
Oh,
you know,
no, Drift, that was 17. 17, bro.
He was 17
but he didn't get the hype at the beginning.
No,
I mean, when the hype.
He did. No, he started when he was 17.
Yeah, they remember that Birmingham.
They bought him in his first season.
Birmingham.
Well, would you not say he had like the media watching him at that point?
Nah.
Birmingham. Don't forget, Birmingham retired his shirt number when he left.
Yeah, that's when everyone's going.
What?
Yeah,
that is big.
No, for me, that's stupid. Because even though he was a super talent, he barely done anything.
No, but Drift. I mean, in his first season, he played 46 games in his first season, bro.
Yeah, but bro, we didn't even retire number 8. And Gerrard's a GOAT. That's a bit weird. I don't know why.
I remember that was.
It's also Birmingham.
It
when he
is
when he
Bellingham,
when he
yeah.
joined
That's true.
when he
That's
joined
true.
when he joined Dortmund, it was a thing. Him and Haaland were like a thing, were the two best young
No,
No,
players.
no, I
mates,
know
weren't
there was
they?
hype
They're
around
best
it, but I
mates,
mean
yeah.
when the real media superstar
He-
level,
he-
it was about 19 when
he's,
that
um,
kicked in. You know, when it got
he's
to a
done
point
well.
where it's like Jude the superstar.
Okay,
Because you
I
got
asked
to
you a
remember, last
question.
World Cup, he barely was even thought about being picked for England. Because even though
No,
people knew he was good, he still hadn't reached that level of like, he's Jude the superstar kind of thing.
no. You know what? I remember it was against. I can't remember what team, but Southgate gave him his debut, and I think he was young. Like was he 17? It was something ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like he
young
came
guy.
on young.
No, I think he was
Yeah,
19.
he was 17.
He was honestly like I think,
At
and
the last World Cup. No, he must have been 19. because
No, he's talking about his debut. He's talking about
his
his debut.
debut.
no,
his
literally, I'm
debut
talking about
for
like his
England,
debut
bro.
because literally, I don't know if you guys can remember. There was a lot of talk about Jude, but literally, no one really wanted to hype up Jude at all. It was like
No
really
one knew
hush-hush.
anything much of him either, did
Because
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
watch the Bundesliga like that.
Yeah, like it was really hush hush, like but like he was like he was like the man at 17. Like he was the man at 17. You know, so literally there's a kind of element here where
Big up ends, man.
Yeah, big up.
yeah,
Ends.
but, big him up. You know, literally, there's a kind of element here where like he's kind of handled the pressure really, really well. And again, of course, like his brother and literally, we all know that his family is really involved in literally a lot of the football.
I feel sorry for his brother, you know. His brother's about to relive Solange Knowles' life. I feel bad for him still. You know what I mean?
Nah, but the one thing I criticize about his brother, I don't know why he went to Dortmund.
I don't know why you named your daughter Solange. Firstly,
You wouldn't
That's
just follow
it.
his brother.
Nah, Ren 7 said it right there. That's why he was captain of Dortmund at 17. That was the mad bit. That's why everyone was like,
No,
Well, he
no,
leads
no,
by
no.
example, innit? He
I'm not
leads by
saying he wasn't
example.
good at 17. I'm just saying he didn't have the hype of like. I think it was about 19 when the real hype.
I will say though,
media speculation.
it's because he's never played in the Premier League. So the
one
Yeah,
of the things
exactly,
that he
yeah.
said, I think when a lot of people started talking was when, funny enough, I think someone mentioned about the Scholes, Lampard, and Gerrard thing, and he was like, Gerrard for me is better than all of them. That's when all the Liverpool fans
he's a
started
sensible-
talking.
He's a
He
sensible
knows what
kid.
he's
Started
doing.
talking, being like,
It's because he based his game on him a lot. Here's a question: does Jude ever play in the Premier League?
Nope.
Nah,
Yes.
I don't think he does.
His Real Madrid time will come to an end at some point. He will come to the Premier League.
But
Yeah.
the market today is crazy. Is it going to change too much?
He'll leave Real Madrid for free, Jay, and he'll be about 28, 29.
Who does he join?
And then
Drift?
he'll go to I think Man United is where he'll play if he goes England.
Not Liverpool.
Nah, I don't know why. I just see him at Man United.
I don't ever see him playing in the Premier. I think
go back to Germany.
I think Jude's got it up here. Yeah, I think he's a clever guy. I think staying away from English football, he's staying out of the limelight a lot, right? Because we know players in England, as soon as they get a personality and become big and famous, the media are after them 24/7.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, Jake,
Jude-
can I?
Oh, they
I
signed him. Oh, they signed
but
Tillemans, yeah? Freaking
T
hell.
said it though. The media in Spain is crazy. As
Yeah,
well,
but
Jay.
we don't know what I'm
Nice.
saying. That's in Spain. We don't hear it over here, so we're not hyping him up as an English player. So I think it's best for him to stay over in
I
Europe.
will say, Jay, I have a feeling he goes to Bayern.
That's why I said. That's why I was thinking
Yeah,
that
think
he's
about
going
it.
to go to
Yeah,
Germany.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't see him.
I don't know. I think he'll end his career in England. I think he'll want to test himself in England, being English at some point. And once you've experienced the Real Madrid thing, won a couple league titles, won a couple Champions Leagues, there won't be a need to feel you've got to stay there as an Englishman. It'll be like, I went there, I accomplished, I did that. Let me just finish my career in the Prem. Even Bale came back to the Prem, guys. I think he'll come Prem at some point. I think he will. But again, that's just my opinion. But
You got to give credit to him, man. He's done pretty well for himself.
We've got 10 minutes until kickoff for the big game. So guys, make sure you go and join Matt for his watch along as well. Appreciate you all. It's been a pleasure, guys. JT, Foz Ram, ends that to run because he's doing his watch along as well. Big up ends. Big up Dean who didn't make it, but he's all blessed. Dean will be back for next week, guys. So yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the super chats as well. Big up the chat. Make sure you smash the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to everyone's channels that is in the description, guys. I will be doing the England game tomorrow, so make sure you come and join me for that one over on Big Up as well, guys. That one's going to be a romper stomper. You know what I mean? England, Argentina. And we're out of here, people. Big up your damn selves. We'll see you in a bit. Peace.